each design having detailed step-by-step instructions and photographs, plus templates and material lists. This book will really take your wire work to the next level. So make sure you join us on Saturday the 17th for the exclusive UK launch on Jewellery Maker.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker.
Boo, 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 boo. Hello, good evening. How are you? Welcome to The Late Show. It's little me and little you all the way through until 10 o'clock. We are not on our own. Tonight is my challenge night, my final chance with my TV wife for the week to convert her to the wonders of Elton John. Ladies and gentlemen, it's De Bruges.
Evening.
Evening. You all right?
I'm very good, thanks.
You
Yes,
ready to be converted? This is my final, final part of the plan tonight. Convert you into an Elton John fan, even just a little bit, just the little tiniest grain of salt.
Nope.
I've got
Not going to happen.
I've got a gift and everything.
Have you?
Yeah, you'll find out when we do the kit at 7 o'clock.
Ooh, got to wait.
We're going to be on the sea at 7 o'clock, aren't we?
We are.
We're going into the deep, rolling in the deep, as Adele would say. Do you know what? Tonight is just the perfect night to be with us because we are going to be your complete and utter escape from everything else that's going on. We have got a bit of a wire segue going on for you later, including, have a look at these. Have a look at these. It's like, dare I say, Christmas has come early. Look at this. A fantastic wire pack coming up for you. You have got 4.6 metres of these beautiful 0.5 copper wires, or you can have them in 0.4. We're doing them in multi-packs a little bit later. They're fabulous colours, aren't they? We're going to do a little bit of a wire segue later, including some sterling silver as well, which we rather like. Deb, don't you? You've already put your name down for 5 of those.
I have, yeah.
Half-round sterling silver wire for you to buy tonight, which De Bruges tells me in authoritative terms that we don't see very often.
Nope.
Which is why she wants to reserve already. So that's good, that's coming up later. Labradorite galore under the sea, and my star buy coming up at the end of this hour is this fantastic emerald strand. We've got 95 carats of gorgeous and genuine emerald coming your way at a price tag you will not believe. So that's coming up at 10:02-ish. But before that, as a half-past star buy, now, I had to ask De Bruges to explain what this was all about. What's it all about, Alfie? We have got fantastic Bangle bands. They're in silver-plated copper. You can stamp onto them and you literally form them. You see we've started having a go already. Form these into bangles. Now, Guy, who's with us tonight as well, again, second night as our supply teacher producer, had a go at making his own bangle, didn't he? Sort of.
Yes. Yes.
Sort of.
Well, it was on his wrist.
Yeah, it was there. Might not have come off easily. It needed 2 of us to get it back off again. But hey, so they're coming up as a star buy at 6:30. And that's about all you need to know. Should we just crack on? That sounds like a good idea. What should we do first then? Let's kick off with some Aqua Marine. Oh, beautiful little faceted rounds. They look seedy beady size for me. Yes, they are. Micro faceted rondelles that are 2x1. So you could use them with your CB. So keep these in mind for the next hour as well, because Deb's first kit under the sea, beyond the sea even, is seed beads. And actually, a little bit of Aqua Marine could go an awful long way with that kit as well, Deb, couldn't it?
I think
So,
that would look gorgeous,
wouldn't it?
Yeah, really nice.
Lovely colour, lovely sparkle as well, as
Yeah.
you expect from Aqua Marine. In fact, it's just like Luster City going on there, isn't it? 30 centimetre strand of 2x1s. And let's see how low we go. Here we go. £37.95. I'm half thinking, I'm half hoping,
Only half thinking.
I'm half thinking and half hoping that there might be a little reduction on that. Let's see. 20, that's more like it, isn't it? That's what I did look at the first price and thought, yeah, it's good, but it's not JM good. It's not JM amazing. There you go. £27.95. And that is yours right now. One of the most loved, respected gemstones in one of the most usable sizes if you're working in smaller projects. Of course, if you want to add some sparkle to any darker blue stones, then fantastic. Aqua Marine is really, really good for that. But if you're working with seed beads, hello. If you want to add a little bit of blue, sparkly glamour, let me just put that against skin tone so you see. So it's obviously a very, very light tone of blue, and that's given the size of the stones, of course. But actually, this is more about the sparkle that they have to offer. So if you're using other beryl gemstones, maybe you are thinking of a design in the same family. Even with something like emeralds, we've got that brilliant star buy coming up later of 95 carats on a single strand. Just as, you know, sort of spaces for that or accents for that, it would be superb. Isn't it beautiful? How often do you see Aqua Marine micro-faceted into rounds that size? Not very often. Do you know what it takes to facet a round that is 2 by 1 millimetre? I mean, you know, with the best will in the world, if I had one of those trying to sort of hold it and keep my fingers out of the way while I try and facet it, impossible. Impossible. They all have to be done stuck to the end of dob sticks, held against diamond wheels. And of course, you don't want to grind away too much of that gorgeous gemstone, but you want to keep those lovely shapes as well. £27.95, fantastic. I'll let you add that to your baskets and to your orders. And we will stay with Aqua Marine and a size now. Oh, yes, okay, so I'll keep that in mind, that strand, and we'll show you a bigger strand of beautiful drops of Aqua Marine. Now this is more like the kind of strand that you're used to seeing. These are the size of gemstones that you want to work with. What do you think of that, de Bruges?
Wow. Aren't they amazing?
Gorgeous, aren't they? Like little
Really are,
droplets, like little glacier droplets. Wonderful. It's like little drops of the Mediterranean Sea captured by Mother Nature forever and ever and ever. It's Brazilian Aqua Marine as well. There aren't, I mean, there's sort of 3 key locations in Brazil, but Brazil, it's quite hard actually getting hold of Aqua Marine because of what's been happening weather-wise. I mean, don't need to talk to you about the weather today, do I? Deary me, cats, dogs and more, I think, today, isn't it? But actually in Brazil, obviously when you are mining, and I know this is kind of stating the obvious a little bit, but when you're mining, you are mining down into sort of the equivalent of mountain ranges. So of course when it rains, the water runs down the side of the mountain and straight into the mining holes, and also seeps through the host rocks as well. So mining is really difficult. I don't know, particularly in, I'm trying to think of the region, it wasn't Minas Gerais, it was one of the others. Was it Espírito Santo? It was one of the mining regions for Aqua Marine. They had some huge flooding problems a few years back, and it really did hamper mining for quite some time as well, because obviously, you know, you can't, it's not safe to go in and mine while all of that is going on. And you have to really wait for Mother Nature to take its course. It's not like you can just sort of get a bucket and start bailing out. You have to kind of wait for Mother Nature to sort it out. Sarah in Kent, good evening Sarah. She says, hey D-Rec. I like it. Loving your pronunciations. Not seen you on JM before. You seem a bit bonkers. I think it's the company I'm keeping, to be honest with you. I think I was all right when I walked in here, but it's just whoever is over there. I absorb some of their bonkersness.
It's not me then.
Especially you, because this is the 4th time this week. 4th time in 7 days, de Bruges.
I know, it's a bit much, isn't it?
No wonder I'm round the twist. No, don't be sorry. Just be a fan of Elton John by the end of tonight.
It's not going to happen.
That's all I'm asking. Hey, you haven't seen my gift yet. You haven't seen my gift yet.
Is it
price-wise,
shoes?
Is it what?
Is it shoes?
No, it's not shoes. Were you hoping for some platforms or something like that? No. $29.95. Yes, actually, the summer sunglasses that we had for the beach day yesterday, they'd have been perfect for your Elton gift.
Would they?
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
Here are the microfaceted Aqua Marine as well, by the way, which you might just want to consider with those drops, because they would be beautiful spacers. Indeed, would they? Right, so let's move on. Let's move on. Anything you want to send through to us, by the way, we'd love to hear from you. We are bonkers, and we intend to be all the way through until 10 o'clock. So drop us in a little message. All you do...
It doesn't stop at 10 o'clock for me.
No, that's true. That's very true. It's very true. Drop us in a little message. 60777 is the text number, and you start your message with the word JM Studio. Make sure you put JM Studio at the beginning of your message, otherwise someone in an office somewhere gets a really strange text message about gemstones or Elton John randomly or anything else that we happen to be talking about. Have a little look. Have a little look at these beauties. So delightful. Oh, we've never heard that one before, have we?
No, that's a new one.
Never heard that one before. I'm glad I was the first. You've got a pair, triples. I wanted to call it a twin set, but that's just two, isn't it? You get three of these.
It's a twin set and pearls.
Twin set and pearls. Do ladies still wear their twin set and pearls to Bruges?
I love a twin set and pearls.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you have big giant pearls? I see you in some big giant pearls.
Giant pearls on a stainless steel chain.
Yum. I bet that's super nice, actually. I love that top, actually. It's all sparkly, isn't it?
It is. I was saying to Zena, I keep thinking I've got stuff on me.
Yeah, no, it's
and
not.
doing
It's
that
just
all the
sparkly
time.
naturally, isn't it? It's lovely. Very nice, too. So, do you fancy three of these, then? Carat weight. We don't have the carat weight on here, which is unusual. You get 3 12 by 16s. Yes, 20 carats, all told. Three of these big, beautiful shapes. And let me just see if my eyes are deceiving me or not. I don't think these are drilled at all. These are just plain cabs for you.
I've had them in a kit before.
Oh, have you?
And they're really nice to work with, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about in your Beyond the Sea kit.
Yes.
We were saying if only there were a little labradorite cab in there to make a little fish going through. You haven't seen
Actually,
Deb's
that
creation
would
for
work,
7
wouldn't
but
it?
this would work to make the little fish going through the reef, swimming through the rock pools. That's delicious, isn't it? Beautiful colour. Okay. Okay, now surely that's just for one. Surely that's just for one. I'll put the other two over there. No, it's not. It's for all three. I don't know how we do it. Do you know how long it takes to cut a cab? It's not easy.
It's a really difficult shape to do as well, a pear shape.
Yes, it is, because the proportions, your depth and your width proportions, have to be absolutely spot on. And of course, we've done it 3 times over, and then, well, it's more than 3 times over, because it's 3 times however many sets of these we have. So that's a heck of a lot of work, isn't it? £6.95. That emerald strand, by the way, that you can see on the bottom left of your screen, that is coming up as your star buy at 10 to 7. It is 95 carats of emerald, and I daren't even utter the price. Daren't even utter the price, because it's quite frankly embarrassing. Quite frankly embarrassing. I think we're funding that, De Bruges.
Out of our wages.
Yeah. That's our commission gone for a Burton again.
Commission? Are you on commission?
Commission, no. No. Only for being here. I just have to turn up, that's all. That's less than £2 each. That's less than £2 each. It is still for all three, isn't it, by the way? Okay, right. Just checking. Just checking. £5.95. I would multi-buy. Who has theirs so far? I would multi-buy if I were you. Hello, Susan. Oh, listen, you don't have to talk me into that guy. He says, should we do some Ethiopian Opal next? Like I'm ever going to say no. Like I'm ever going to say no. It is here. Here it is. Come on, my beauty. Oh, I love this. Irresistible. Simply irresistible. Gorgeous, 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 lively Ethiopian Opal. Gorgeous. And you've got different levels of translucency going through every one of these stones. Some almost have an amber tinge to them. Some have that lovely deep caramel tone. Some are as clean as a whistle and are just emanating that gorgeous colour plate. Look at how many you have on the strand here. It's a big carat weight. They're really big sizes, these. Love them. Absolutely love them. 3x1s to 6x3s. So I'm going to have a count. I've got to with this. I know it's not important because just having opals is fantastic, but I am going to have a little count as well. So from roughly halfway, I'm going to go from there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 4, 6, 8, 32, 3. So around about 60, 65, something like that. Usable. I should have started with the smallest ones, gone up to the biggest ones really. I was only in the opticians this week as well. I thought my prescription was strong enough now for the old contacts. This is amazing. I'd give you £250 for this strand, Guy, easily, in my personal opinion. I just adore it. I love it. That has got to be, for the carat weight and for the size, that has got to be the lowest price I have seen for Ethiopian Opal, I have to say. It's £29.95.
That's good, isn't it?
Good. Good.
Is that
good.
An understatement of the year?
Slightly. Good. You've been here too long. That's bonkers amazing, let me tell you.
In the real world?
Yeah. See, for me, I'm almost looking from the outside in all of the time because I'm not here all of the time and I've only just recently started being here. I remember not that long ago, and only about a year ago, I said goodbye to another all jewellery channel where we sold finished pieces. And I know that one of these larger stones set into a small amount of sterling silver and you would have a third of the price straight away, at the very least. At 29, how? How is it £29.95? This is some of the finest Ethiopian opal you will see. And if I just show you up close and personal, because actually sometimes on TV you need to be right up its nostril to see the extent of the colour play that you're getting through these stones. It's just adorable. Look at that translucency level as well, is just beautiful. And sometimes you just have to have a little flex and have a little move around. In fact, sometimes the angle the camera comes in doesn't really show you. I wish I had a camera on my head right now, because what I'm seeing and what you're seeing are two utterly different things. And I would definitely get these home and see them.
It's because the light's coming from the right side for you, so you're in the shadow, as it were.
Look at that one up there, the oranges and the reds, so fiery. I urge you, if you've never ever ventured yet into Ethiopian Opal, give it a try today. Try with this strand right now. Really, often Ethiopian Opal strands of this kind of size started around the $49.99 mark and can go wherever you like, depending on the carat weight, the sizes and everything else. But this is excellent quality for £29.95. It's ridiculous. HEUD16 for £29.95. Now, please make sure whatever you are doing this evening, and I realise, there are many, many different places your eyes could be right now, and I really appreciate that you're with us because we are your complete, escape from the world. But please be here at 7 o'clock because I have a grand presentation to make to De Bruges. It's my final opportunity, my final chance to work on De Bruges and just get a little scintilla of enthusiasm for the work of Elton John. Remember, you started this. Remember, you started this. You started this.
Did I?
Yes, by saying I don't like him point blank.
Yeah.
I saw that as a challenge. You see, tonight's the final night. I have got to try and
Good luck.
Right, let me show you. I've got two, and these are copper, silver plated, and they've got this beautiful, this is coming up as our start by at 6:30, and they are, in essence, bangle bands of very, very heavy weight. In fact, let me show you the straight one, because Guy's had a little play with that one. Of bangle bands. You can stamp on them. I don't mean stand on them, I mean stamp on them as in stamp letters and shapes and things on them, and they are beautifully malleable. Don't look, De Bruges, because I'm breaking the law here. You should be doing this with tools, really, shouldn't you? But they are beautifully pliable for you to be able to form into bangles. I'm just going to make a bridge for now. That's a bridge over troubled water. There you go. And they are coming up as our start by at 6:30. They're great, aren't they?
They are really good,
I love the texturing on them. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
We've got some half-round silver wire coming up in a bit of a wire segue, which we are going to be doing When are we doing that? In the second half of the next hour, we've got some half-round sterling silver wire for you to buy, and we're going to have a little bit of a wire segue, including this mega multi-pack of gorgeous, either 0.4 or 0.5 coloured copper wires coming up in the next hour. We'll love this, Pet. They are beautiful. Boing, boing, boing. Off it goes. Right. Okay. Little things. Right. Yes. The first time we had a bit of a, I'm going to be honest with you, like we always are. That's all we can be here, isn't it? We've got faces, haven't we, Deb, that can't lie.
Indeed.
The first time, when I came into the office this afternoon at 4 o'clock, everyone was sat back calmly on their chairs, swinging, weren't they?
Yeah, just chilling.
Yeah, just chilly, because they couldn't do anything. Internet had gone down. Such is the world that we live in right now. The internet goes down and everything grinds to a halt. I think it's back now, I'm not sure, but at the time. So we thought, right, okay, we'll go back to the old tried and tested method then. We'll just walk up to the boxes and have a look at everything that was there. And I picked up this strand, and I just loved it straight away. I'll be honest, I thought it was either moss agate or it was jasper of some sort. It actually turns out it's serpentine. It's a delicious gemstone, would work really nicely with your emeralds later as your star buy in this hour. Remember, 95 carat strand coming up at 10 to 7, which is really, really nice. Thank you, my darling. Serpentine. It's lovely, isn't it? It's very mossy, it's very earthy, it's very organic. It's, you know, it's standalone with all of its texture. I love it. I love it. And I just know that the price tag is going to be ridiculous. 140 carats of 8mm rounds. Let's have a little count, because I think there's more than usual on this strand, I have to say. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 4, 5. About 50 beads. About 50 beads of that serpentine for you to use. Hello, Leah. Leah's back on camera too now. Deary me. Oh, we were giggling last night to Bruges.
Were you?
Yeah, we can't. We'll have to tell you why at 10 o'clock. We can't tell you now, but something particularly funny last night. 140 carats of these plain rounds. I love them. Don't you just love the texture? Those lovely sort of deep, earthy, mossy greens. And there's sort of banding and striation, and you know dendrite opal, it has sort of like fern-like inclusions within the stone. I'm getting into the undergrowth. I was doing a David Bellamy then.
You were? I missed it. Do it again.
In the undergrowth.
Oh, right, okay.
I've met David Bellamy, actually.
Have you?
Yeah, I hosted at a flower show one year. You know, they do like a question and answers thing.
Yeah.
And it was before I was into gardening, really, so I didn't really know who half the people were, but he was there as well. You can't fail to have recognised the great, who did I say it was again? What's his name? David Bellamy. Dr. David Bellamy. Forgotten his name there for a second. Oh, I met them all.
That's serious.
I met them all. I met Chris Beardshaw.
Oh.
And Stefan Buchatsky, who used to be on Gardener's
Question
something or other. Yeah.
Not Gardener's Question.
Gardener's World.
Gardener's World.
Yes.
I got all political there for a second.
I wish Monty would come round and do my garden, I tell you. Isn't he good?
Oh, yeah.
Do you watch Gardener's World?
No, I don't.
Oh, it's very
I think Monty
good.
Don's brilliant.
He's fantastic, honestly. Mind you, the only thing is, he gives you homework. So you watch Gardener's World on a Friday night, and this little section comes up, jobs for the weekend. Here's things for you to do over the weekend. Chop this down.
That's why I don't watch it.
Pinch this out. You know, sing to your sweet peas, all of that kind of stuff. I don't have sweet peas.
No, I don't.
$5.95 because they need singing to. That's why. Sweet peas. Do you actually? Oh, stupid question. Do you actually eat the peas from a sweet pea, or do you just enjoy the flowers? It's just for the flowers, isn't it?
Yeah, it's because when they set seed, they look like pea pods.
Ah, have you got some?
No.
No. Are you a gardener?
When I get time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the highlight of your garden?
Oh, I've got a rose that I've had for about 20 years.
Oh, is it a bush or a climber?
It's a climber.
Oh, nice.
Very posh old variety.
Nice and fragrant.
It is.
Good.
Yep.
Lovely. I've got a wisteria on an east wall.
Have you?
Dear, it's not good. It's all right, Mark's fixed it.
All
You know,
right.
Mark
Where's he put it then?
Well, no, I haven't moved it, but Mark's told me how to get it, you know, back to full flourish. Okay. Needed some seaweed.
Oh,
liquid seaweed.
Yeah.
Hello, Margaret in Carmarthenshire. Hello, Gertrude and Patricia in Hampshire and Lucia on Merseyside. And Collector on Tyne and Wear. Patsy in the West Midlands. Collector in Cornwall, my love. Hello. Oh, I love Cornwall.
I do, yeah.
Oh, delicious. Every part of Cornwall is the best part of Cornwall, Mike. Every part of Cornwall. There's not a bad part of Cornwall.
Yeah, my brother lives in Truro now.
Oh,
I'm really jealous.
It's nice, Truro. Go down there. I could just have a little morning show on BBC Radio Cornwall. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? I was down there not long ago, actually. I went down to Foy for a little holiday a few weeks back. In one of those little National Trust cottages. Other cottages are available. And went into this town, and it was a pub, and it was just after lunchtime. We went in and said, "Oh, are you still doing food?" And he said, "Well, we're not. No, we stopped doing food at 2 o'clock. I got a pasty though." I was like, "Yeah, that's great. That'd be lovely. That's like full meal to us, isn't it? A pasty. To them, it's like it's not food.
Just a snack."
Yeah. It's a bit more than a bag of pork scratchings, though, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Big old pasty. Lovely that was. Pasty and a pint of Guinness. And I rarely drink Guinness. Other drinks are available. 2 times, usually when playing bingo. But after the first one, it makes me a bit giggly. So when I've got my, I know, it's not the drink of Cornwall, is it? Who said that? Oh, Amelia. What are you meant to drink when you're in Cornwall?
Doom Bar.
Doom Bar?
Doom Bar.
What's that? Oh, it's an ale, is it? Other ales are available. I must try that next time I'm down there. There's another excuse to go to Cornwall. Fantastic. Who needs one? Yeah, so if I have one when I'm at bingo, which is very rarely, let me tell you, after the first one, because you know the size of me, you know, 5'3" wet through, after the first one I start getting giggly. And you know when you're dobbing with your dabber on the bingo
I've never
numbers.
Dobbed with my dabber.
Oh, right, we're going to bingo to Bruges.
As long as they're not playing Elton John while we're doing it, that's fine.
A special request. It's got to be, hasn't it? £5.95 for this gorgeous Serpentine Strand. Isn't it beautiful? And lots of people are adding more and more. In fact, I'm seeing quite a lot of orders being upgraded from 1 strand to 2. And well done. Congratulations. Hello, Brenda in Surrey, Karen in Hampshire, Jane in Somerset. So is that true then? If you're in Cornwall right now, do you not really consider pasty to be food? It's like our equivalent of, you know, grabbing a bag of crisps from the bar. I'd like to know. Text in 60777. Start your message JM Studio. I like to know these things.
Oh yeah,
I like to be down with the kids and down with the locals.
Yeah.
Should we do these? Can show my brute strength now. This is fantastic. And it's so good, we're going to make it one of these. Now really, especially in front of De Bruges, I really should be using a bracelet mandrel, I believe. But I think I might be. Sorry, I'm not doing you down, Guy, here at all. It was your first attempt, but I think I might have a bit more of a bangle shape than, you know, because Guy just went like that and just did the whole, and nearly trapped himself in it. We nearly couldn't bring you this because we nearly had to call the brigade, didn't we, to release Guy from the bangle.
I could have released him with a saw.
Yes. Yeah.
Chop it off.
You know she's a part-time circus act as well, don't you? She's got her magic saw. She could really cut me in half if she wanted to. But not tonight.
Not tonight. We'll save that for another day.
Yeah, we'll do the jewellery making tonight. The tent's blown down anyway. So, we have got 7-inch silver-plated copper spiral textured stamping bangle. Whew, that's a mouthful, isn't it? But they actually come to you like this. Like a little mini ruler, if you like. These are really strong, actually. They're very, very... The gauge on these, they are quite thickness. You can see that they're quite thickness. I saw the word thickness in the details, which made me say that. They are quite thick. Their thickness is 2 millimetres, which is really good. Why do they have holes at the end of them, De Bruges?
Well, you can either hang a chain off there, or if you wanted to, you could put a clasp. So... actually pop a clasp onto it.
Yep.
But I've cut them with a saw
Yeah.
and made them into earrings, flattened them out and made them into earrings and used the
Oh,
hole
that's a good idea.
to actually hang them onto the
I
shepherd's
love this
hook.
texturing that goes across the top.
Yeah,
it's kind
it's
of
nice.
it sort of rivers the light, doesn't it, beautifully? It's quite mesmerising. I could look at that all night, couldn't you? Nice that. Yeah, we'll just stay and watch this all night, Mike. It's great telly, that, isn't it? I think my arm might ache after some hours. You know what I mean? It's nice though, it's quite therapeutic. It's a good starting point, isn't it, if you want to start making bangles. How could we embellish further though, De Bruges? What are you thinking?
Oh, you can do all sorts. You could actually saw into it
Yeah.
and take hearts out, for example, or stars.
Oh,
saw,
yeah.
So that you've got little cutouts going through it.
Oh, you could do what you did with your owl brooch as well the other day, where you cemented a ribbon end cord,
Yep.
end ribbon thing.
Ribbon end.
Ribbon cord end, is it?
I don't
I've
know
forgotten.
now.
One of those, you know what we're talking about anyway, don't you? One of those things that you can flatten down. Ribbon cord end, that's it.
Yeah.
And
What
you've-
order do these words go in?
I know. Just shuffle the words. They make sentences eventually. Just collect them all. And you could actually cement onto the outside, couldn't you? And then build a design from there. You're giving me that look as if to say, "What are you saying, man?"
You could if you wanted to, Derek, yes.
But
I may be inclined not to cement ribbon cord end on there.
Okay, what would you do then? If you wanted to create maybe
like
a flourish
add
from the middle.
bits into
Yeah.
it. Well, you could glue a cabochon. So you know the Sodalite cabochons we had?
I do.
You could glue one of those onto it.
I do, yes.
The other thing you could do is actually drill holes along the length of the bangle and then do some wire work into it and around it and
Oh,
use
of
that
course
as
you
a
could.
base.
Yes, of course
So-
you could.
Yeah. that
Could
would
you
work.
use, you know in that big stamping kit that we
Yeah,
still
with
have
the
a few
hammer and
of?
block.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could you, with the hole punch, do you think it would go through that, or would it be too?
Yes.
Would it
Yeah,
go
it
through
does.
that?
Yeah.
Because it comes with a 1.5 and a 2mm gauge hole
Yeah.
punch, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you could potentially get through there as well. I was thinking, I remember for the DVD, I can't find the DVD at the moment. You know the birthday DVD.
Shame.
Is it around anyway? You know the double DVD. Is it around?
No.
Leah's just going to go and have a
Kerry
little
went
look.
to have a look the other day.
But
and
on
couldn't
that
find it.
DVD, lovely Jill made a
Yes.
fantastic seed bead flower in the centre of a seed bead bracelet, and the flower was so fantastic. I think
Yeah.
it would look, would look great,
Yeah.
great on a bangle like this. You get two of these, by the way, and they come to you like that. I've just obviously formed that into, roughly speaking, could you not find it, Lee? No. I'm going to order.
These are gone.
I'm just going to order one, so I've always got one in my bag.
It's gone. I've got one at
Have you?
home. Yes.
Are you
I've
on-
put a sticker over my picture.
Are you on the back of it? So it's you can use these either way as well, by the way. So if that texture isn't for you, then you can do it the other way around if you wanted to, and have the texture on the inside of the bangle if you
Yeah.
wanted that totally smooth look. And you can stamp on that as well, of course, and personalise it. Like,
You could write like a secret message inside
yeah.
with your stamps before you then form it, so it's hidden as well if you
Yeah.
want.
So many ideas. Is that all they are? I'm surprised, given the overall gram weight here. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
this is plated copper, so it's silver plated copper. So the weight is in the copper, but even copper's a pricey metal.
Yeah, it is.
That's 85 grams plus
Yeah.
the silver overplating. And it is very, very good silver overplating as well. The reason I did that complete flex is so that you can see. In fact, if with Leah, I just if I straighten that side out again, you can see how fantastic the plating is, because it's not cracking, it's not crazing. You're not thinking, oh, hang on a second, that's just like a,
Yeah.
like a one coat. Do you know what I mean? Oh, we're not staying at $12.95. Okay, right. 85 grams of copper plated in silver. It's going to make a fabulous bangle for you as well. Look.
It's a really good size for a gent, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it would work actually. Yes, and either way round, actually, I have to say. You could do that the other way around as well if you wanted to, and then add to that in some way if you wanted to. Oh, right, they're £5 each. They're stock up. Yeah, you get two of them. Yes, it's not just the one. You get 2 of these to play with. Well, not play with, create beautiful wonders with.
But if you want to, you could create earrings and a pendant, a really contemporary pendant on a chain with that. So, you know, you can cut it up.
Yeah.
Use your piercing
Well,
sword.
there's a couple of you with ideas out there, what you want to do with them straight away. Abiola, Isabel, Karen, Glenda, Janet, Susan, Sonia, and others coming through as well. 0800 644 655 GYAZ 70 is your code for this one. If you want to pop that into your basket, or just give us a call right now. I think as a starting point, and of course you could, without any real, you know, experience or knowledge, but just from what I've seen so far, you know, you could create, there are little drill holes at either end anyway, but you could create further holes in this as well, and then get in with your, you know, 0.4, 0.6. You could wrap your 0.25 around your 0.4 and create even more, you know, fantastic textured looks.
Yeah, definitely.
You could go in with your crazy colours as well, couldn't you, if you want? We've got this wire pack coming up later, which is brilliant. Sorry, Guy, I missed that. On this? Already? Oh, right, okay, sorry. I've only just found out. On both of them? Because we've got both. Okay, right, let me, I'm just going to tell you quickly. We're going to open the pre-orders, or we have opened the pre-orders already, on these 2 wire bundles. Now, they're essentially the same thing. One is 0.4, though, and one is 0.5. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different colours. You get 4.6 metres of each copper wire. Let me give you some codes so you can pre-order now if you want to. So let's go first for the 0.4 gauge, which is DQZR68. DQZR68 for the 0.4, and for the 0.5 mil, it's JZZR48. It will show up on the website, I think, as in coming later. I think if you go just under what's happening now and under the stream, I think it says to come, and it will allow you to pre-order. Price tag on those, Guy-ish? Under 10 we're thinking, are we? Yeah, we're thinking under 10 on those. That's pretty good actually, isn't it?
It is.
4.6 times 12, that's getting on to 50, 60 metres of fantastic 0.4 or 0.5 copper wire. We've got a, do you mean the knot connector? No. Oh, okay. I don't have the 7 p.m. next to me. I only have 6 o'clock. I've got a bracelet connector, or I've got a connector with a knot in the middle. Okay, we'll find that in a second. 15. Do, 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 do. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Have a little look. I love these strands that give you all of the different shades.
Oh, I missed this earlier when we were digging around
hunting
in the boxes.
But the thing was, there was so much to look at tonight, wasn't there?
Yeah. Wow.
So much to look at in our box of wonders tonight, because we had a couple of hiccups last night. The things weren't quite there that needed to be. Well, tonight we have more than made up for that tonight. Now we're looking at shaded blue sapphire. Oh my word, look at this. You're going through every shade here as well, aren't you? From midnight to a lovely sort of salon mid blue, lighter blues. I love it. I love it. Some of those are so dark that they're almost a midnight, aren't they? They're almost a black. Delicious. So many pairs and combinations to work with, isn't there? I love working. I mean, I say love working. I love seeing sapphire, and it must be fantastic to work with, Deb, as well.
Yeah, with that sort of quality.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a beautiful strand, and the just the intensity of the blues on there.
Yeah.
Are wonderful. So to be able to actually use those in pieces, and you don't need to use all of it in one piece. You could, you know, you can separate it up and make probably a whole suite from that strand quite easily.
Definitely.
But earrings would be beautiful because you'd get the light to the gemstone and the movement.
Here's Elaine in
Awesome.
Cardiff. She says, evening dynamic duo. Oh, we are.
Hello.
Really enjoying your shows. You interact really well. Funny without silliness. Hope we are going to see lots more of you, Derek. Bless you. That's very kind, Elaine. I am back the whole of next weekend. So I get a weekend off this weekend because I've done rather a lot of shifts in the last 7 days. Are you in next weekend?
I'm trying
Late
to think.
shows?
I
Friday,
could well
Saturday,
be.
Sunday.
Is that sculpture weekend?
I honestly don't know. I literally know about 2 days before what the actual day will be. But which nights are you in?
Could well be.
Do you know which nights you're in?
Hang on. I've got...
Oh, De Bruges, to know that I'd be coming back to you again would just... That would
12th
make...
is Monday, isn't it?
If you say so, yes.
17th?
5 days later. So that would be
Is that
Saturday, would it? On the late?
On a late.
Oh, De Bruges.
Is it us again?
You have just made my weekend. Yes. Fantastic. Brilliant. Lovely. Oh. We can do our Kylie and Jason that night, can't we? And sing,
We
now
could.
we're back together.
I'll curl my hair, especially.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There's no need to go blonde, though, for that. Seriously,
No,
you just,
I look scary blonde.
you stay just the way you are.
Thanks.
I'm loving that
That's
colour.
a cue for a song.
It is. Just the way you are. Sapphires. Oh, sorry. We're moving on from sapphires. Yes, I know. I've got it here. It was what I thought it was. Yeah. Well, they're two different things. Oh, no, they're not two different things. Sorry. They always look so different in pots. They are different things. Yeah.
I love these.
Let's start with the rose gold. Let's just load up the details. It'll all become clear. It's a little connector which has a beautiful little knot fixed in the middle. So it's 2 pieces of popcorn chain. Well, they are as one actually because that knot is fixed, so you can't undo that knot. That's like a little love knot. They call it, don't they, I think? And you use it as a connector in between. You can either use it at the front of a bracelet as the feature and you can wire work or add pearls or gemstones to it, or you can use it as a little bit of a flourish elsewhere. In fact, it looks great in earrings as well. I know you're a big fan of making earrings out of things like these, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because popcorn chain is just so beautiful and it rivers. And what I mean by rivers is just look at the flow. Just as I move that around, imagine that, swinging from your ear and the beautiful flow. Just needs a nice gemstone there at the bottom.
One of those sapphires on the bottom.
Oh.
With that really intense blue.
Yes.
And the rose gold would look fab.
Let's have a look, shall we? Really dark blue then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, one of those. One of those at the bottom.
Any one of them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's not one that would be wrong, really, would there?
No.
In fact, you go down to the more sort of tanzanite blue
they're
ones.
beautiful, aren't they?
Are quite nice as well, aren't they? Okay, right. Hit me with your rhythm stick, guy. That's not an open invitation. I just need the price. $8.95. $8.95. I'll just say that out loud. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
$8.95.
We all just looked down and pretended we didn't hear.
Yeah, no idea. No idea. No shame. $8.95, and that's yours right now. That's pretty good, isn't it?
That's brilliant. And for a pair of earrings,
that's pretty
less than £20 for a pair of earrings like that.
Yeah, superb. Superb. Is that the very lowest we can go? That's the absolute rock bottom we can go. I was just being cheeky there, that's all.
You were. That's an amazing price at $8.95.
Well, usually these are something in the region of sort of 12, aren't they? 12, 13, 14. That's good. You know me, that don't ask, don't get. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's good to be cheeky, isn't it? We have got a very, very cheeky emerald strand coming up for you. 95 carats. Coming up for you in around about 10 minutes time as a star buy. Feels like it's been ages since we've had a star buy, doesn't it? Evening crew, Debs and Derek, just wanted to say I love the Double D show. Thank you for the fun and the bargains. Thank you for the message, that's very, very kind. Yeah, what should we talk about tonight, Debs? Boutique day, anything boutique?
Boutique.
Or maybe the theme of your first kit, Beyond the Sea. What should we talk about tonight? What do you fancy talking about? Obviously, there's one subject that we can't touch with barge pole, and who wants to, quite frankly, anyway. No, don't go there. But we can talk about anything you like tonight. Remember, at 7 o'clock you must be here because there's a big presentation being made to de Bruges. It will wow and delight her, and it will be that final piece of the puzzle to create an Elton John fan of de Bruges. But we'll find out when I go over and we do the first kit. Then you'll find out what that's all about, Alfie.
Well, I've not seen you walk in with a fab sequined coat
No.
Big boots or anything.
No, it's all right. I'm very clever. I'm very clever. I'm all sorted. £8.95, as you were. £8.95. Now I have something very, very similar in sterling silver for you, actually. So if you love the rose gold, I'm going to bring. It's a different chain. It's a different style of chain. It is a slightly smaller knot, but it's the same kind of design, but it's a different kind of chain this time. I don't think this one's a popcorn. This is slightly flatter and more solid than a popcorn link. It's a slightly more like a box chain, actually. Very nice, isn't it? Very beautiful. Very, very much links, isn't it? It's very much. I'm trying to think of the type of chain it reminds me of. It's almost like it has one. It's very, very close together. It's like a very, very tight. What's the one that's all circles all the way through? Belcher. It's almost like a very, very tight Belcher link, almost like a flattened Belcher link, if you like, but much, much closer together. And of course, ×2. It's delicious. It's very structural. And I tell you what, the size of it would work extremely well with some silver-lined Mayuki seed beads. You think about it, wouldn't it? Of any colour that you liked. Because again, it's got that same kind of texture as, remember Sarah last night was showing us some brick stitching in seed beads. And again, this, again, just has that same kind of texture as a seed beaded design.
Yeah.
In fact, could you create little love knots like that in seed beads?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice. So this could be a silver flourish to finish off a seed beaded piece, couldn't it? Again, at the ends of the chains, you've got little connectors there that are together. So the two lengths of chain are fixed together, and the jump ring at the it's not a jump ring at the end. The connector at the end is as one with the piece. So it's not like a jump ring that will spin and you can move. It's actually fixed to it, which is great. You know, as a centre point in a piece.
Yeah.
Earrings again? Are we thinking?
I always
Yeah.
go straight for earrings.
Again,
but
yeah.
Bracelets. Earrings and bracelets are the two things that I absolutely love making.
Yeah.
Although I love necklaces, I just love jewellery.
You just love everything. You love it all. You love it all.
These would make really, really cool earrings. And what you could do as well, if you've got a plain silver stud, you could put one of the loops onto the plain silver stud.
You mean like the post?
On the post.
Yeah.
Put it through your ear.
Yeah.
And then if you attach the other end with a jump ring onto your butterfly back, it would then loop round your ear and almost be like.
I see something.
Yeah.
Something like
Something like that. So.
So the knot would sit in the middle. You mean like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another way you could actually make earrings out of it. That'd be quite cool.
Yes, it works. And if they bunch up, by the way, all you've got to do is just sort of pull them a little bit, and then they naturally sit in line. Could Derek or Debs hold it by their ear, please? Yes, of course. Let me pass it to my friend de Bruges over here. Do you want to hold it up to your ear and just see? It's not going to look right with mine, is it?
Okay.
Apparently, John Scott says I've got upside down ears anyway. They look fine, don't they?
Actually, yes.
What?
They could be upside down.
Do you think? Do my ears look like they're upside down? That's what John Scott always says. My ears are. I've got small ears, and you know, as you age, two things that keep growing: these and this.
I know.
So I've started off with baby ears, so I'm all right. By the time I'm 95, I mean, they may well be, you know, that's fine.
I'm going to hold it in my pliers. Oh, I've got me.
Anyway.
I've got a massive earring in.
Oh, sorry.
And hair. Hang on.
That's going to look ever so attractive with a pair of pliers as well, isn't it?
Well, otherwise it's my finger.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Go on then.
Yeah, do it fingers, that's fine.
Do I have to look that way?
Oh.
That way, that way. No, now my arm's in the way. I'm no good at this. There we go.
Now we're going to a
There.
close shot, Deb. There we go.
This is rubbish.
Beautiful. I mean, I'm not sure you're ever going to get a modelling job on QVC anytime soon. Do you know what I mean? Or any other channels for
I took my
for that
other
matter.
earring out with my left hand.
Did you? Bless you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because that would really confuse things.
It just looked much better. Ah, right. We're down to the last 10 of these, by the way, and we've had quite a few. In fact, lots. Most of the orders. Let me just check out who's ordered this. Because a lot of people are multi-buying. Janet, Hertrude, Joan, Veronica, Deborah, Janet, Sally Ann, Ellen, all multi-buying. Hello, Lady Deborah in Greater Manchester. Welcome to you. Who else have we got? We've got Heather in Lancashire and Patricia in Swansea. It's nearly star-by time, which is great news. You know you could have put... Oh, that's true. Aisha says, you're quite right, Aisha. She
Thanks.
said you could have put it on an earring stand and then held that to your ear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I could have given you my tweezers, couldn't I, really?
Yeah.
Or I could have tried it. Well, I'm quite happy
Yeah.
to... Shall we have a try? I'll have a try as well.
And ears and ear, they're more or less the same, aren't they?
I have washed behind them today. Although they are covered in makeup, remember, because you have to put makeup on your ears, so it's the same shade as your face. Secrets of Hollywood. What do you think? Does that work?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That might work for the Saturday act. Do you know what I mean? That one that we don't talk about. Right. Last two of these. We'll leave those with you because they will be sold out and gone before we know it. Right. It is time for our first. It feels like a long time since we've had one of these, so come on. Let's do it together, one of these. That was so the wrong time to say that to us, wasn't it?
I love Amelia.
Amelia, our floor manager, just came up with something randomly. No, it's all right. You did it with 2 seconds to back in vision, though. No, I'm not telling you what it is. It's going in the book. Right, okay. It's going to be a big book, let me tell you. Lots of naughty words in it, I think. We have got for you... Oh, Lena Crazy Cat Lady. Hello, Lena. Sorry, I didn't see the Crazy Cat Lady in brackets. Bless you. How are you? Nice to see you. Drop us in a message, by the way, if you're thinking, how do I get a message through to the telly? All you have to do is drop us a text message to 60777 and start the message with the word JM Studio. It's the same price as texting any of your friends or family. It's a normal network charge, so it's not premium rate. Or if you've got the app or the computer website thing, there's a little box underneath which says message to studio, and you just put the message in there. Put your name in there and where you're from so we know who you are, because we'd love to say hello to you personally. Karen in Avon says, going to be a fun night with you two. Can't wait for the fun to start. Deb, feel sorry for you. Feel sorry for you.
Thanks, Karen. I feel sorry for me
Karen,
too.
don't. Right, now, the reason she's saying use the word... I'm not even going to say that word. The reason she's saying use that word is because Naughty Laura Binding started a giggling fit with that word. Don't even... Just read it, don't say it. Delete the text now, that's enough. That word is banned.
Banned?
There's 2 words that are banned.
What's the other one?
It's the name of a colour, but I don't think it's going to feature tonight, so that's fine. Because that set Leah and myself off last night. Right, let's do 95 carats of fabulous emeralds right now. You can see the price of this strand on the website already. So if you're logged into the website already, I think you can see the price already. So I would say snap it up in advance. How many do we have in total? Right. That's good to know. Well, it's good to know in so much as when the price comes down, you will want to snap up more than one of these, I promise you. It's going to a silly price that I hope you can see on the web already. I don't know if you can or not, actually. I'm going to log in. I'm going to log in and see whether you can right now. Live show. Let's see. Yeah, you can see it right now. Click. Click, whatever. I'm not logged in, but click it right now and get it straight into the basket. How good is that? £7.95. It's genuine emerald. It's genuine Brazilian emerald. It is absolutely gorgeous. They're big, big, fantastic pieces. Do you mind if I make myself a quick bracelet?
Oh, goes with the shirt.
Does, doesn't it? Again, a gemstone.
Again.
I never would have thought,
Perfect.
I'm going to have an emerald bracelet. Never would have thought about that at all. Never, ever, ever, ever in a million years. But look, it works completely in a unisex way. I was going to say unisexly, but that's not a word, is it? Definitely not a word.
It could be.
Could be. Get you good
be.
score in Scrabble, wouldn't it? Because the X is 8,
X.
isn't it?
Yeah.
X and a Y.
Yeah.
There's only one
true.
Y in the whole of Scrabble, isn't there? And one X.
Unless you write it yourself on a brick.
Yeah, that's true. On a brick. How big's your Scrabble board?
Are they not called bricks? I thought that's what they were called.
Tiles.
Tiles. Same thing.
Bricks. Do you play Scrabble in the garden? With a hod carrier
massive board.
Hod carrier to make the words. Big garden. She lives up the posh end, you see. £7.95. Hello Rose, hello Margaret, hello Donna, hello Denise, hello Collector in Avon, hello Jane in Somerset. Now what's this here slider chain that you've slid here to the side of my desk, Guy? Coming up in the next hour, we got a slider chain, one of those adjustable chains. It's beautiful. The length, the base length of it looks like either 18 or 20 inches to me, but you can reduce it to whatever you want to because you've got the slider up there at the top. So you've still got the clasp to undo it, but you can pull the bead through and shorten the chain and have it any length you like. So we'll actually have that as our 7 o'clock auction. Auction? 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 This isn't Homes Under the Hammer. I don't know what we call it actually. Thing. Our first thing. Product, yes. We don't play games. We don't have auctions. We're not quite sure what we do really. We just have lots of fun. Here's Gertrude. Oh, hello. That was quick. I was just about to read that. It popped in and popped straight out again. There we go. Try again. Gertrude, Brenda, Vivian, Leah, Rose, Margaret, Donna, Collector, congratulations. There's lots and lots of people coming in for this. Remember, we only have 100 strands, so at £7.95 that is never going to last for long. There are people who are, you know, not home yet. You know, in addition, they've had to make a little diversion on the way home, so some people are coming home a little bit later tonight, out in the pouring rain and everything else. So when people see this on the web later as well, they will snap it up just like that. Oh, that's quite good. I usually can't do that. Not with a noise. It usually just goes. And you're like, oh, come on, I must be able to do it. It's good. Oh. It's a talent, that, isn't it? That's a talent.
Is that in your CV?
Clicker.
Finger clicking, yeah.
Yeah. Don't say that too quickly. Oh, it's time for us to go. I can hear someone counting in my ear, which says 5 seconds to shut up. So I'll be back with De Bruges, her gift, and lots more after this.
You can watch us every day 8 AM till 10 PM on Sky, Virgin and Freesat, and every day from 8 AM till 1 PM on Freeview.
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
The colour of rose quartz ranges from a very tender pale pink to a delicate powder pink and can be transparent through to translucent. This gem has adorned ornaments and jewellery since ancient times. Known as the gemstone of true love, it's said that rose quartz allows you to get to know your true self and to love that true self in all its beauty.
Our Jewellery Maker community is a fantastic platform to share, learn, chat and make new friends. So why not like our Facebook page and join over 64,000 like-minded people.
We here at Jewellery Maker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you will receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with Jewellery Maker FIFO reviews.
I think I should just go home now. I think I should just go. I've just very, very quickly been trying to work out what 55 centimetres was. And so I was doing a conversion with my ruler here. And then I was quickly, as I was hearing Mike counting in my ear, going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going at 21 3/4 centimetres. No, metres. No, inches. Anyway, I've got it now. I did have a lot on my plate, actually. I've just eaten a toenail as well. No, not a toenail. Sorry. No. Sorry. Rewind. No, I haven't. I promise. I've just eaten a crisp that Leah offered me, which was made from egg white, which I didn't expect to be quite so hard and crunchy.
I know, it's seriously
as it was.
crunchy.
And
Yeah.
I made a comment as I was walking out the door saying, it's like eating toenails.
Do you eat many toenails?
No, not really. No, not often.
No.
Only at the weekend. I can't get my foot right up. Do you know what I mean?
Can't you?
No, can't do
I
it.
can get my foot behind my neck.
I haven't been that supple since
Since you were 3.
that 1984. Never been able to do it since. Right, anyway, moving on. Let's have a Franco chain, shall we? Now, this is an adjustable chain. Now, it starts off, the reason this all started was 55 centimetres. 55 centimetres in old money is just under 21 3/4 inches. But this has, as you can see, can I just show you at the top of the bust there? Sorry, Leah, darling. At the top, you've got your lobster claw clasp to open and close it. And you've also got the little 2 beads there together. Now, one is fixed in place and the other one allows you to shorten the chain. So can you see what I've done there? I've actually pulled one end through. You can't pull it off because you've got the little bead there as well. But what that results in, if I just whiz this round and show you the whole bust for a second, if that's all right, my darling. So you have a chain which you can have at, and if you just hold perfectly still for a second, I'm not directing from the floor, I promise, but the reason why I want you to see this is because it's like magic, is you can start with your 21.5-inch chain, and if you're thinking, well, I actually just need an 18-inch chain, well, you just make an 18-inch chain. And actually you're thinking maybe it's for a youngster who's maybe having their first piece of jewellery, I only need a 16, or make a 16 from it. And actually, look, no hands, you don't have to hold it. And actually, if I wanted to make this a bracelet, then I could, or a choker completely. And you're thinking, okay, well, what happens to the rest of the chain then, Derek? Well, it's still there, but it's there. So you can either wear it at the front, it doesn't look wrong at all, it looks like a design feature, so you can wear it more sort of lariat style that way, or if you're wearing something like halter neck, backless or strapless, it just sits deliciously down the back of the neck. And even if you're not wearing halter neck, backless or strapless, and you're thinking, I don't want that tickling the back of my neck, thank you, you just put it over your top, and so it just dangles on the outside. Nothing wrong with that, is there?
I think it's lovely.
They're great, especially if you're making your own pieces as well, because, for your customers, as with all things, we all come in different shapes and sizes. So what's right for one isn't right for another. You know, you might have someone with a slightly larger neckline who actually likes to wear things shorter. So you need to kind of cater for everyone. Angela in Leicestershire says, I've had a really rubbish day and you two are really cheering me up. Thank you. Well, Angela, I'm sorry that you did have had a rubbish day, but you are now in the right place to completely turn that around, my darling. It's a miserable old day outside, isn't it?
Oh, it's foul.
Cats and dogs. Yeah. It's awful. We blew in on the wind, I think, today. And there's no internet here either, so you can imagine how happy people are in the office. It's back now, apparently, but this afternoon, the internet went down. And you know what the kids...
The whole internet, the
people
whole world.
Because the people who work in telly, all very, very young people, you know, they can't function without the internet. Do you know what I mean?
It was weird, actually, because they were all just sitting there waiting for it to come back.
Yeah.
I'd have been playing noughts and crosses or something.
Yeah. They kept pressing refresh.
Yeah. It's like,
Pucker price, Derek. Yes, it is. Thank you for that. $12.95.
Pucker.
Now, remember, there aren't many jewellers that will sell a chain like this. Let me just talk to you for a second, because this is really, really important. Remember, this starts off at a base length of 21 3/4 inches, and from that you can go 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. In fact, you could go ridiculous on this if you wanted to, and you could go all the way down to an inch and a bit, and you could actually wear this as a ring if you wanted to. It will go, I mean, granted, you've got a lot of excess.
Well, what you could do is then wrap that around your wrist.
Yeah.
So
yes, and create one of those finger.
So if you go around the wrist, back down to the ring,
yes,
and you could then put the ball through the actual ring,
yes,
and then retighten it.
Yeah, you could.
Would that hold it in place?
Yeah, the ball's big enough to do that. Yeah, you kind of get the gist, don't you? So you could create one of those. I've probably done that the wrong way around. Yeah, sort of.
Sort of.
I know what you mean. We're going even lower.
Tricky.
I have to go back to my original point, so I have to get this off again now. It's stuck on my finger. It's okay. I can get myself out. It's fine. I am like Houdini. Right. The reason why this is so good, folks, and the reason why you should add this to your order, and you'll know, if you followed me and see me on other channels as well, you know I have sold literally, and I do mean actually literally, millions of chains like this in the past. The reason people like them is because if you go into a jeweller, you'll buy either a 16-inch... Oh, hello. I told you not to wear those earrings, Amelia. Told you they were too heavy for you.
That was my lasagna fork.
Oh, lasagna fork. As an earring. Wow. I'd think about that choice if I was you. When you go out into the high street, your chains that you buy are either 16, 16.5 inch, 17, 18, 20, 22, and maybe sometimes a 24 or a 30. So if you think, like, just a few of those sizes, that's 7 different pieces of jewellery. Of course, the jeweller will love you for that. Oh yes, madam, you've come back for the 20-inch today. Fantastic, lovely. Well, let me know when you need a 24. Just walk back in, and I'll gladly take your money and pop it into my till all over again. $9.95, and you've got such a versatile necklace. Even if it's nothing to do with jewellery making, if you've got a pendant that you have not got the chain that will sit at the right place, then you've got to have one of these. And the fact that it's finished off with a lobster claw clasp as well. So not only is it very, very high quality, strong chain, you've got the ability to adjust the length, and it's a lobster claw clasp as well. And I'm never knocking O-ring clasps or bolt ring clasps, but they are a bit more fiddly to deal with, aren't they? With a lobster claw clasp, you know that when you get in there and you wrestle it open, that it's going to hold the course, where that's not always the case with some of those, sort of the O-ring, bolt ring connectors. They're not quite as strong. So your chain is less vulnerable, which is brilliant, isn't it? Everyone should have one of these in their order. Everyone, seriously. Because think of your daughter, your mum, or whatever, who loves wearing a pendant. But, if you wear, and this happens to so many ladies as well, if you wear on average 18 inches, and then you have like a pendant, a sizable pendant, and you've got a t-shirt line that's just so, how many times did the pendant fall behind the t-shirt? And you think, if only that were a little bit longer. Because you do see, though, the things like that, don't you?
Yeah.
It annoys you, doesn't it?
Well, it is really irritating because you've got a really nice pendant.
Yeah.
And you just can't see it.
And it keeps dropping down. And where if you can add that little more length, you can bring it right over the top of a t-shirt, a shirt, a blouse or anything, and you haven't got to worry about it keep disappearing inside. It's great, I love these. I could seriously, I could stand here and bring you these all night long. Barbara, well done. Christine in Essex, Karen in Wrexham, Brenda in Norfolk, Jay Matty in Berkshire. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Let me know if I haven't. Jeanette in Gloucestershire, Anne in the West Midlands, Hazel in Wales. Congratulations, everyone. Well done. There's Anne in Gloucestershire as well. £9.95. What's the grammage? Look, it's down there.
Good.
3.1 grams. That's way over the average, actually.
It is, yeah.
Usually a chain of this length would be 2 tops, usually. 2, maybe 2.5. 3.1. This should be our must-have for this evening. Actually, I haven't shown you the must-have yet, have I? I must do that. Remind me before I go over to Deb that I must do the must-have at 8:30. It's some... Oh, it's pearls on some chain tonight. It's pearls on some sterling silver chain tonight. A whole metre of freshwater pearls is available right now on pre-order. VIRO 58. Is that right, Guy? VIRO 58. I'm trying to read your writing. Are you a doctor by any chance in your spare time? It does look like a prescription. Anyway, have a little look at this chain. Honestly, I'm so cheeky. That's why I'm not allowed back now for a week. I've been sidelined. I'm in the sin bin for a week. I'm so glad it's us again next weekend. So glad. I bet you're delighted now, aren't you?
I am, yeah. I'm really excited about what I'm going to be making next weekend.
Yeah. What did you say you thought the weekend was?
It's wire sculpture. So it's going to be big sculptural pieces.
Fantastic. Wearable or...
Yeah.
Ah.
Fox.
Fox.
I'm making a fox.
Are you? Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Will you do sneaky peekies on your page?
I will. Okay.
We like
I
sneaky
forgot
peekies.
to do this one, didn't I?
We
forgot.
like sneaky peekies. You just text me a picture. It's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind being the only one that knows.
Okay.
I don't mind that. I don't mind exclusivity. Right, come on then. Let's go for a little walk. Oh, now's the moment as well, by the way.
Oh.
This is the moment the nation has been waiting for. All week.
Do we need a drum roll?
All week. Yeah, we've got a drum roll, Mike. Close your eyes. No peeking. No peeking. Mike's just finding a drum roll.
Are we ready?
Don't peek. I see you peeking there.
I did look.
Okay, you can open your eyes now. Look. Look what I've got you.
Oh, marvellous.
Do you know the lengths I've gone to
I do
get
like
hold
vinyl.
of this?
Oh,
Have you got a record player?
Yeah.
Good, that's all right then. Look, you've got yours. Other albums are available. It's okay. This is K-Tel. That was years ago, Mike. It's fine. You don't have to worry about that now. Your song, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Other albums are available, and artist Daniel,
Oh,
and it looks like Daniel.
Yeah.
Look at that, and I got a picture of him. Got an album cover from his dishy days. You know, when he was a bit younger.
I quite like his necklace.
How hard work is she?
His necklace is quite nice, look.
It is, actually, yes. Okay, we
I'm
found a
quite
positive.
impressed by his necklace.
We found a positive, and this was back in, hang on, let's have a look. 1980, this album was put out by K-Tel. Do you remember K-Tel? Shall I put that?
Thanks, yeah, I'll take
you,
it home with me.
Are you impressed?
Thank you.
Has it worked? We haven't heard it yet.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Let me know when we're back together next weekend.
I like his necklace.
I'll have to. Oh, we need one of those. Have you got one of those standy
Like a
things?
stand.
Like a magazine standy thing, and we'll stand it in there. Sorry, we'll get to the kit in a moment. I know we're meant to be doing business. Who's that? Dean Cornwall.
I think there's one outside.
Hold firm, Deb. Stand by your
Yes.
Metallica roots.
No worries, I will.
If this comes back as a beaded ashtray,
Oh, I
Or
was
a
going to make
beaded-
it into a hat.
a beaded snack tray for peanuts, I shall be most mortally wounded. Let me tell you. if you reshape, thank you, Leah, darling. You reshape that. I'm going to sit Elton. I'm going to sit Elton. Try and sit.
It'd make a really nice summer hat, wouldn't it? You could put like
What, the record?
Yeah. Could heat it up in the oven and then mould it into a hat.
We'll leave it. Look at him sat next to you. Love it. Love it for the whole show. Right, my love. Back to business. Back to business. I know she's overwhelmed for a second, so I'll do all the talking for a second. Stop it now. Stop it now. Let's start by having a look at Deb's jewellery, because I need to go and get the kit, actually. So let's have a look at what you've made. And you can talk us through what you've made here, Deb.
Okay. So because of the title of the kit, I just thought it'd be quite nice to do something like seaweedy and
Yeah, it's called Beyond the
pools.
Sea, isn't it?
So
this
Beyond
kit?
the Sea, yeah.
Beyond
It's
the
a good-
Sea.
good
Is that
song,
a Frank
that.
Sinatra song?
Yeah.
So you like him, but you
And
won't.
Robbie Williams covered it as well, didn't he?
Robbie Williams. No,
He's
you
a Stokey lad.
Oh, I see. That's why. That's why. I see.
Nah, I'll stick with
So
my
Elton doesn't get a
Metallica.
look in, but
Metallica and AC/DC.
Robbie Williams, because he's Stoke-on-Trent.
You know.
So fickle. That's so provincial of you, if I may say.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Oh, sorry, there's my cup of tea there. Right, let me show you what's in the kit then, shall we? Okay, in time-honoured tradition, I've got everything written down twice, but it's okay, it's fine. Should we do beads first? Let's do beads first. It's Mayuki Matte Picasso. Very nice tonight. It's a 23-gram tube of 11 O's. We've got the Mayuki Silver Lined Light Gold 8 O's, 22 grams of those. We have got the Mayuki Turquoise Lined Topaz Luster 11 O's, 24-gram tube of those. And I think that's all the seed beads.
Yeah, 3 tubes.
Yes, good, marvellous. Let's move on to the wildfire thread, of course. Yes, thermally bonded weaving thread, 50 yards of 0.15, and you're getting 45.7 metres. It's £10, as in the weight.
As in the weight.
Yes,
yeah.
£10. So it could hold its own. Swarovskis. Let's have a look at your Swarovskis. Now we have Golden Shadow bicone beads, 4mm. You get 48 of those. You've got Golden Shadow spike beads, 12 by 6mm, a 6-pack of those.
I do love that shape.
Yeah, it's nice actually, isn't it? And have I missed anything? No, that's it, isn't it?
No.
I've said it all now. I've said it all, and I have nothing more to say on the matter. Let's have a look at the combined price then. Our price, if we are buying all of this individually, that looks about right as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
£38.70.
There's a lot in here.
Yeah, and with the wildfire in this kit, you know, once you've got that in your kit, you'll go on and use it again and again and again and again and again. I mean, you've got, you know, it's veritably miles of it, isn't there? There's lots and lots and lots there. What is it? 45.8 metres available to you, and it's fantastic. So £38.70. No, because it's a kit. So of course, and because it's our last show for a wee while, myself, you know, the Double D show. Well, we've got Elton with us tonight, a guest in the studio of Elton there in his hat.
He looks like...
From 1980. He looks like somebody in
Vincent
Venice.
van Gogh.
Yes.
He had a hat like that, didn't he?
Looks like somebody in
some
Venice
of his
who should be
self-portraits.
a gondola. Gondolier. Gondolier, Leah. Okay, you ready for the crash? Could we concentrate, please, people? Yes, thank you. We're here till 10. Here we go. £38.72. Ooh, they did manage to do it. We had a little bit of a debate earlier as to whether that would even go under £30, let me tell you. And Guy has managed to smash, bash and crash it all the way down to £24.95. So, you could view it this way. That is either just your Swarovski beads and your wildfire, or it is just the seed beads, isn't it? You know, really.
Yeah.
So pretty much half of this kit feels like it's coming along just for the ride at £24.95. And if you have a look at Deb's delicious necklace, and just explain to me again your interpretation here, what your thinking was, your imagery is here.
For years and years and years, I've been fascinated when you see seaweed washed up on a beach.
Yes.
Because I just love the shapes and some of them have little sort of
nodules.
Yeah,
Like little pockets,
pockets
haven't they?
on,
Yeah. You want like bubble wrap. You want to
yeah,
pop them.
you want to pop
You
them.
can pop them as well, don't you? And they spit
Yeah.
seawater at you.
So I've got photographs that go back years of loads of different types of seaweed, and I just wanted to create something that was a bit seaweedy and draped and just sort of, you know, but quite elegant. I didn't want it to be a bit gimmicky or anything. So
I think it's fabulous.
I just wanted it quite elegant, I think, and managed it with this, I think.
It's gorgeous.
Also, the circles are like sort of pools or pebbles or, you know, just representing the watery elements against the seaweed.
I love it. It's a gorgeous colour actually to work with.
Really
Seafoam
nice.
green, just perfect, because it puts that sort of Paraiba tourmaline turquoisey kind of, you know, image into your head. It's beautiful. Right, now, out of this big, wonderful, elaborate design, which element are we going to see in the demo? Are we talking about one of the...
yeah, I was going to show you the loop.
The big loops that
the
we've got here.
circles.
Fantastic.
And then show you how I did the seaweed elements, because I think they'd make really nice bracelets as well. So, but I've got masses of beads left.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make a bracelet, I think, that's seaweedy.
Yes, because you've got already with the necklace. Deb has made a matching pair of earrings with the same kind of technique, as you can see there, same kind of look and feel, and that's been very sea bead heavy, and yet it looks like you haven't started on them.
You can
apart from
see
the big
that
ones.
I've got the golds of
Yeah,
gone,
the golds
but
of
this one.
Fabulous. Not even half the
That's almost full, isn't it?
half the allocation.
Yeah.
Wunderbar, that's lovely.
Fantastic.
Right then, where do we begin? Which size needle are we using tonight?
Size 10.
Size 10, right,
Yep.
perfect.
And what I've got is the gold beads on now then. I've got hundreds of needles threaded for some reason. So what I did was just put 30 of the gold beads onto my thread, which is way too long.
So that's good exercise, isn't it?
It's long because at home
Yeah.
I tend to work with a very long thread because I've got gorilla arms, but then I forget that I'm here. I have got gorilla arms.
Well, you must have shaved them well then. Oh, you mean length?
Length.
Right, okay. Because I can show you gorilla arms, look. Nothing
Oh,
like
they
it.
are gorilla arms.
Nothing
yeah.
like it, look.
They're just mega long. They're like dragging on the floor.
Oh, you're all
almost.
in proportion, yeah.
So
gorgeous.
we've got 30 of your gold beads on your thread, and then what I do is come round and make a loop. So what I do is come back up through the same direction. So through that, give it a little pull, and then whip all the way round, back to the start. And what I tend to do is I don't stop when I've got back to the beginning, I just go through another couple because you get a nicer circle. I don't know why, but you do.
That's nice, isn't it? It looks like solid gold, doesn't it?
It does actually, yeah, it is really
Beautiful.
nice, really nice. So once you've gone all the way round, what we need to do is start putting a second row in. So put a gold bead on and then miss the first bead and into the second. Then pick up another bead, miss the next one in the row and through the next. So you go round and you do that all the way around. So
delicious.
I love seed beading.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
can I just take a quick opportunity just to point out to you just how many, because it's a really good point actually that Deb made. The sheer amount of seed beads that you have in this kit, for me, is your $24.95 alone, really, isn't it? I mean, they are just delicious. You've got those lovely sort of seafoam green ones, which I love. And you've got the silver-lined gold beads there as well. So you've got a mixture of 8 O's and 11 O's, which again is superb. And they're all the Mayuki, which is great. And that Picasso seafoam...
I know, it's beautiful.
It is wonderful.
And I love the matte beads when they're contrasting with the gloss
yes.
beads. It just works really well.
Perfect.
And this kit, if you've got any other seed beads at home, this kit will work with everything that you've got at home.
Yeah.
Because the greens are quite a sympathetic green and will just sort of work as a foil against any of the brighter colours. And the gold as well will just work with everything. So just, it's a really nice kit to fit in with your other seed beads at home. So if you're into your shibori ribbon, this is fantastic as well, because we've got a lot of the different colours of shibori in.
Yes.
And obviously the gold and these greens are just going to work so well.
Yeah, and take advantage. Now, you're working with this lovely mat here.
Yeah. I have got a sticky bead mat at home that I put on as well.
Well, it is very strange that you may say that. Almost like you read my mind. And she didn't know it was there because it was in a drawer down there with Elton John for a while. Because we have got a double-sided sticky bead mat XL. Now, I guess as the name suggests, if you're working with seed beads, they stick and they stay.
They do, yeah. It's really amazing.
Rolling around.
My cat has a tendency to try and get on my lap with, like, onto the seed bead mat.
And join in.
Yeah, and so the sticky bead mat just stops the beads going everywhere when he's trying to.
When he goes.
Yeah.
Does that?
I'm helping.
Thing where
no, you're not helping.
There's a little sneaky one first, just to test the water, just to see what I'm going to get away with. And then. And then it's got to be one little stray bead that he can just...
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I spend all my time going, no.
Cats don't really get no, do they?
Not much, no.
That's what they say, isn't it? Dogs have owners, cats have servants. We are there to serve... Oh, it's very sticky, actually, isn't it?
It is super, super sticky.
It's almost like, for those people not in the know... Well, we might as well get it out and have a good old look. For those people not in the know, it's almost like those silicone sort of baking sheets that you can buy.
It is, yeah.
Do you want to have a little... Oh, you're going to do a stick, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, so I can hold that...
But some of them might drop.
Okay, but obviously they're not designed to be able to do that. But they are sticking. So they are your seed beads, and of course you can arrange your seed beads into necklace designs as well.
Yeah, you could work out a pattern and everything on there.
Yeah.
And come up with different ideas on there.
So if the cat does a rather helpful...
Yeah, it doesn't matter because they're not going anywhere.
It's going to take him ages to get those off, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I don't think they'd like this.
No, the texture and the slightly tackiness of it. So as well, I would say, if you want to work on the dining room table and you just want to keep the mess down to a minimum, and of course at the end of it, you can just slide this away. If you keep the sort of plastic container that it comes with, you can sit it in the cellophane that it sort of comes in. Oh, do you want them back?
Come on, I'm just thinking. Otherwise, it won't go back in the packet.
Oh, we've lost one, but it's okay. Leah will find it and bring us a present back as well, because whenever she picks something up off the floor, we get something else back as well. So that's great. So if you had this on the dining room table, for instance, and kept it in the cellophane that it's wrapped in, you can actually then just pick up your work and move it around as you need to, which is pretty good. So if you want one of those, £12.95. It does look like it doesn't actually say what it's made of, but it does feel like a silicone. You know when you buy those, that cookware that you can buy, that's made of silicone. It's a little bit like that, but it's slightly more, it's slightly thinner and it's slightly tackier. And Deb, talking about cats, if you've got cats and dogs and you find that you do end up with any fur or anything like that, you do what you do with those sticky rollers and you just run it under a cold tap. And it's good as new, and then you just go on, and that actually helps the sort of tackiness as well if you of the board every now and again. So if it does get grubby or dusty or dirty or gets hairs on it or whatever. Claire in Suffolk says, I hope you guys realise I'm finding it very hard to concentrate on you both with Mr. Elton John peering in from the background. For one night only. For one night only. For a very special appearance. Because Deb wouldn't have it any other way, would you?
No, he's not staying.
Where were we? Now, you've been all the way around twice now, haven't you?
Gone all the way around.
Oh, you've bought us a present, Leah. Oh, look! I told you. She's brought us a seed bead back.
Thanks.
And look, we got a bonus. We got a present. Tonight's present is a little, well, not a little, a big soda light.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, nice. Thank you, Leah. We always get a present from Leah. This studio is fantastic for that. There she is. She always, when she picks something up off the floor, she brings us a present back, which is great. Wow, Deb, that's amazing.
Cool.
You're inspiring me to free form.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's because you can't go wrong.
No. Absolutely. So where have we got to, my darling?
I've gone all the way round with the gold.
Yes.
So we've got, if I lift it up and you can, okay? So that's quite nice just like that. But you can carry on building it up. And then in the gaps, what I did was take some of the gold lined beads and fill in the gaps. So we're coming out of here, two of the, whichever green ones you want really, into the hole that you've got your little gap between the beads. So go all the way round and just fill that in. So it's quite a speedy thing to do. It doesn't take long to just whip round with two. And then once you've gone all the way round, what I did was start to work out from the circle to create the seaweed sections. So if I'll just come all the way round and then I'll show you how I worked out from that. So rather than watch me filling in all of the gaps.
I know what I can do in the meantime, Deb, while you're finishing off that. I'm sorry to interrupt, but something that would go rather nicely with this kit, and we've already checked this out.
Yeah, definitely.
We've got these little sterling silver, rose gold stardust. They're almost like donuts. They're like little mini donut shapes, aren't they? They are delicious. They're spacer beads, but we thought that they would work so well with both of the colours. In fact, I'm just going to sit one of the little, one of the Picasso matte on top, so you can see. Oh, that's a feat of engineering, let me tell you. In fact, both of the seed beads. Let me put one of the other 11Os on. Look, they both work extremely well. So if you wanted to incorporate these into the project that you're creating with this kit, then amazing that would be. I sounded like Yoda then. You get 15 of these. Oh, okay, right, stash builder. Stash builder, definitely, isn't it? 15 of these at $5.95. And look at the texture. They've been what's called, they've given a stardust texture. What they do is they'll cast them solid and then they will sandblast them. And that will give them this sort of rough stardust texture, and then they'll do the plating. And the great thing is, plating a stardust texture means you actually get more plating for your money as well. Because of course the stardust texture is created by, you know, peaks and troughs. So you've got more gold sitting in the valleys there, which is amazing. $5.95 if you want to add those, and that would be a really, really lovely addition to this kit as well, which we decided. Yeah. The rose gold would look nice. Rose gold and the green would look
beautiful. Right, so...
Righty ho ho ho.
Okay.
Back to base.
So once you've gone all the way round with your green, whichever one you want, come back and come out through one, doesn't matter which one of the gold beads, and then pick up 2 of your green, and we're just going to come back through that bead again. So I'm coming out on the left side of the bead, and what I'm going to do is go through from right to left, and then when I pull that, these 2 are going to sit up onto the top of that bead. So then
It's lovely, isn't it? That texture, that seaweed texture is just beautiful. Okay. Now we've just brought the overhead a little bit closer so you can see what's going on here. Seed beading is, it's amazing to do.
It's very tiny. Okay, so we've come through the gold one, and then I'm going to bring the needle back through those green again. Okay. So that's now sitting on top.
And if you do need some needles, by the way, just seek them out via the website. Just literally do a search for the word needle. And if we do have any in stock, they will be there. Because we do multi-packs, don't we, of different sizes.
We do, yeah. They usually come in 4s.
Yeah.
And they're...
beading needles.
There you go. I wonder if I've got the code on the back. ORBD30.
Oh, right, okay. Well, we'll have a little look for that and see whether we can... ORBD30.
Oh,
BD or 38.
38. It's worn off the other pack.
Let's have a look. We'll have a little look and see whether we've got those in stock for you. Because we might be able to put the details up for you if you want some needles.
Okay. So what I've done is put another 2 beads on there. Okay. And I'm going to bring that through the 2 beads that are on the edge of my circle. Okay. So now we've got 4 coming across. Okay, and I'm coming back through all 4. So 4, pick 4 of the beads up and then come back through, those 4. Come on. That's it. And then back through those again. So you just carry on doing that. And what I did was a mix of the 2 greens. So there was no pattern to it. It was totally random, just working down until you get something like that. So then what you need to do...
Ooh, I blinked and it grew then.
It grew.
Magic, magic seed beading.
So then I've shrunk down, so I've just put a couple of 2s on the end there, and then I'll just quickly show you how I did the sections that are coming off. So that all of the sort of fronds, if you like, and different elements that were coming off were stitched into this ribbon, if you like, as a base. If you come down and then back, so I've got 1 bead on my needle, and then I'm coming back up through. So just stitch through that, come back all the way through.
Yeah. So we're going through 3 at a time here, are we? Going through them all now.
Yeah, going through them all, and then pull it, and that creates one of your little fronds. Fantastic. And then, so you can do that at different lengths, and then just stitch back through, so you can see how they're all coming off. And then some of them, if I just come up into the wider section, so work my way up there, and then so I'll just pop a few beads on, mix them up. It doesn't matter which ones you have. Okay, So,
Of course, yes, because naturally seaweed would have lots of different shades to it
Yeah.
anyway, so you can be pretty
just
free form
totally
with this. can't you?
random,
Love
no
it.
pattern. Okay, so we've got a nice, I've probably got about 20 on there. And then what I did, so if I'm coming out on the left-hand side,
Yeah.
some of them I brought it across into the next row up and just came through from right to left. So that
Yeah.
then brings the loop around and over. So you can see, if I hold that up and Leah can just grab that, you can see how you've then got a loop that's coming across.
Oh, love it.
So then just keep putting multiples of those coming across and multiples of the fronds coming out.
And the thing is, you take the beginning of Deb's demonstration as the starting point, and then you go as crazy and wild
just add to it
as you want to, and then just finishing off with the Swarovski beads as well is amazing.
On the end,
Can I just
the light.
very quickly just run through all the ingredients of the kit, because I've got a little wire segue that I must nip off and do, but we've got the starting point there, and as we had that text earlier to say, you know, you've inspired, I forget who it was, forgive me, was it Anne? Nia in Anglesey, you've inspired her to freeform. And actually freeforming, it feels a little bit naughty, doesn't it? First time around, you think, ooh, I'm not sure if I had to do that. I should stick to exactly what, you know, the guest designer did. But let me just remind you of all the ingredients in the kit here, if I can as well. If I can just get the list back of the beads and everything that's in this kit, because it's just phenomenal. It really is. They're all Miyuki seed beads, of course. You've got your... oh, now where's the list gone? That's the one. We've got the Miyuki Matte Picasso Seafoam Green 11Os. You've got a 23 gram tube of those. You've got the silver-lined light gold seed beads, the 8Os. They're the real solid gold-looking beads. And you also have your Miyuki turquoise-lined Topaz Luster 11Os as well. You've got 24 gram tube of those. Your Swarovski beads you've got here. You've got the Golden Shadow bicone beads at 4mm, 48 of those. You've got the Golden Shadow spike beads, 6-pack of those, 12 by 6mm. And in your Wildfire, it's thermally bonded weaving thread Wildfire in that gorgeous white, is this called? Yeah, white. Yeah. It's a 50-yard reel, 0.15, and you've got 45.7 metres of it. It's amazing. And you can go beyond the sea. I'll leave you with Elton. Okay.
Thanks,
Let you have a moment. Yep. Is that all right? Okay.
He'll keep me company.
We are... Oh, yes. I've got a little bit of a star by coming up a little bit later on, just the other side of Deb there at the bottom of the screen, and there, of some fabulous Botswana agate, which is rather lovely. That's coming up a little bit nicely indeed, and it is available for pre-order as well. Let me give you the code for Botswana agate. It is BDPO87. BDPO87. Right. Now I'll just leave Deb there in a bit of a love him with Elton there, and we'll do some wire in the meantime. Lots of people have been pre-ordering already. These fantastic coloured wires. These are brilliant. Now, are we doing the 0.4 or the 0.5 first? Let's do 0.4 first. You know we have got 0.5 coming next as well. So we're having a little bit of a wire segue going on here. So here you've got metallic silver-plated copper wire in lots and lots of different colours, 12 different colours. You've got 4.6 metres on each reel, and this is the 0.4. So you've got the wonderful, lovely deep amethyst purple, you've got pink and silver and turquoise and like a lime green, electric blue. Well, listen, you know, you can see the colours in front of you there, but you've got everything. All the staples as well. You've got the silver and you've got the black and you've got the gold and you've got the rose gold and almost like a reddish sort of cherry antique bronze going on there. And some really nice jazzy colours as well. Stock up, stock up, stock up. Deb said to me that we haven't seen these for a long time, these kind of packs. We've got a similar pack in 0.5 coming in just a second. So let's get this straight down. People have been pre-ordering this as well, by the way, because it is just one of those that you just want to get. I have got silver wire coming, by the way, half round silver wire coming up very, very shortly as well, and a huge roll of antique bronze coloured wire. And there's a big blue reel somewhere as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
I will find it. I'll see whether we've got time for that or not. Maybe.
That'd go brilliantly with those sapphires we had.
Wouldn't it just? This is great though, isn't it? Having
It is.
having 0.4.
Yeah.
Because again, in any of your wire working projects, if you feel that you just want to and need to add some colour, I can completely understand why when you're working with copper wire or antique bronze or rose gold or champagne colour, that it's fantastic. But if you really want to add some colour to that project, and it might just be a little flash of colour, it might just be a stripe, it might just be a detail, then this is brilliant. Sally in Essex, who is a new buyer to us here at JM, she followed me, bless her, she followed me across from elsewhere and thought, go on then, as you're on, Derek, I'll have a little look. And that's it, we've got a hooked on jewellery making now. And she sends me pictures of strands and strands and strands that are arriving. And having wire, I mean, it's just phenomenal. I love this because it's just, you know, sparkly, beautiful colours. And you know, on each reel there, you're looking at over 4.5 metres of that 0.4mm wire. Beautiful. I love it. £6.95. We have got your 0.5 coming up in just a moment as well. And Botswana agate down there at the bottom of the screen. Huge strand of that coming up for you a little bit later on as well. It's beautiful. Oh, I love it. It's delicious. Very, very nice indeed. Great to have 12 reels in one go though. It's almost like a mini kit on its own, isn't it? And to have that at £6.95, I mean, if that were as part of your kit, that might be a £35 kit. You know, here you get to buy it just off the shelf, so to speak, at £6.95. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Right, let's do 0.5 now.
It's misleading as well, those packs, because you can't see how much is there. It looks like they're little reels, but there's actually loads there.
Yeah, well, these are at 4.5 metres, or 4.6 metres on each reel, not the whole sum of 12 reels. Every reel is 4.6 metres. This time it's the 0.5mm. Obviously, for that reason, it's a slightly higher price at £7.95. But again, a stash builder, it's got to be done already, hasn't it? And again, if you want, you know, just to have it there, I think it's just one of those, isn't it? And I haven't started wire working yet. I'm still picking my first kit item number. I'm going for a seed bead kit first. I'm going to get that home, get the needles, have a start. You know, I've been talking about making a peyote scarf. Just, you know, and maybe, well, after last night, after watching with Sarah, and she was drawing it out on the almost like the graph paper type thing to do some brick stitch last night.
Right, yeah.
And so you can actually draw out your design,
pattern,
and that really appeals to me.
Yeah.
You know, making something personal. You know, I was talking about, do you remember years and years and years ago, people used to do like tapestries for the back of the couch, and it would be Queen's Jubilee or something like that, and they used to do it in embroidery or whatever.
Cross stitch or whatever.
And that meant so much. And actually we can bring back that same kind of nostalgia, can't we? That same kind of meaning. You know, so many things in today's world. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's going to get philosophical now. I know. When I was a lad. But so many things in this world, they're disposable, aren't they? They're just here today and gone tomorrow. You think, I quite feel for, and this is me showing my age now, but I quite feel for the younger generation today in some ways, because you know what, if one day, as it is predicted eventually, the internet just collapses on itself and we lose everything that is online, you think of all of those digital photos, all of those social network things, and all that could just disappear in a puff of smoke like that. Oh, like that graphic, just when I clicked.
You clicked your fingers again.
Clicked the graphic off. How did that happen? But if all of those things suddenly disappear in one go, you know, you think about, you've got, I'm sure, Deb, you've got drawerfuls of photographs, Polaroids, and photos that you've had printed, you know, at the chemist and everything else. What do the younger generation have? They have a gadget that they carry around. It's all online. What are we doing now? Sorry, I'm fixing the world here, if you don't mind.
You're making yourself miserable now.
I'm fixing the world and they're rushing me on. Oh, sterling silver wire. Yes, sorry. Yes, sterling silver wire. Sorry, I mentioned it. Never We'll do it now. We're in our wire segue at the moment. Now, Deb, you want first dibs on this, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Because this is half round wire as well.
It is. I can't remember seeing half round for such a long time. And it's to me, it looks like it's rhodium plated because it's such a bright silver.
Yes, I quite
really
fancy,
nice.
because the details don't specify, but I quite fancy that this has been given a galvanic treatment to protect it. Now, when we say half round, we do mean half round. I'll see if I can show you on the end. I'm not sure if it'll be quite apparent, but you will actually have, oh yes, you can see the bottom edge.
Because it's a 1 millimetre wire, it's a really good gauge.
Yeah, so it has a flat underside and a domed top, if you like, which is unusual because most wire, of course, is completely tubular and round. Not tubular as in hollow, but it's round. It's round like that. It's
11.8 grams.
That's what I was thinking as well. For those people who have been through, I've mentioned quite a few times, feast your eyes on there. If you've been on one of those silversmithing courses and you're really struggling with the price of buying the sterling silver now you want to make your own jewellery, I think you should be knocking on our door just about now. How many sterling silver rings could you make out of this wire? Because you wouldn't need a lot.
Well, how many loops have you got in that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12
so
and a half.
I reckon you could make 15 rings.
Yeah, because what's the total length?
You're soldering.
A metre. So if I did, I'm not about to do that now.
Yeah, it'd be
I'm not sure how to get it back. You'd be able to get it back though, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I did my harmonica, I'm scared. But if I did that, okay, there's still some spiral in it, but that's a metre of 1 mil sterling silver wire. It now looks like a sterling silver skipping rope. How am I going to get that back then? Do I need a mandrel? I'll wear it as a halo instead then. $14.95, and that's nearly 12 grams of sterling silver. Things you wish you hadn't started.com. Yes, actually it does look like one of those animated speech bubbles, doesn't it? It should say Shazam or something like that in the middle. Kapow.
Kapow.
There's lots of people going for more than one of these. In fact, one of our collectors is taking 6 of these, and I do not blame you in the slightest. You have your eye on 5, don't you? What can I wrap this round now? I feel like I should wrap it round. All I've got is the stick that you can't shake. You can't shake a stick at these prices.
I've got
that. I think that belongs though to Carol, so I'll leave it there. I think that's Carol's.
Carol's stick.
I think that's Carol's stick. That's Carol's stick. That one.
Ring mandrel.
Oh, will that do it?
Need.
Will that do it? Shall I have a go? So I feel like I should before this gets out of control.
I did think as soon as I sort of launched it.
A ring mandrel, let me tell you, is shorter at one end and fatter at the other. So when you try and roll it like a rolling pin, it goes.
Thanks, Leah.
Thank you, darling. Naughty Deb Rudge. You're going to be added to my naughty list now.
I?
Naughty Laura Binding is already there.
I'd like to be on a naughty list.
Okay, right, I have to do this. I've been told to rush because we're running out of time. I'm going to make a right old mess of this, aren't I?
That's stressing me out.
What, the way I'm doing it?
Yes.
Why? Oh, because
kinks.
Because I haven't been conscious of the flat bit, have I?
Yeah, I hope it's not.
Sorry, I won't be a second. I'll give you
Thanks.
that. Give you that. Right. Okay. Right. Which are we doing? Bronze wire. Right. Very, very quickly. 100 meters of 0.4 antique bronze wire. I think I'm in trouble. 100 metres of antique bronze, 0.4 millimetre. It's because that's half round as well, isn't it?
It is.
I think I've broken some kind of wire working law there. Naughty, Derek.
I can sort it.
90, that's all right then, that's good. Will I be forgiven by 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right then. Okay, £5 and 95 pence. This is merely just a stash builder for you. 100 metres of your antique bronze, 0.4 millimetre. It is phenomenal. It's just the right length as well for working with. In so much as if you have something like a larger gauge silver. Oh, Karen in Avon said, I said I wasn't going to purchase anything today, but there you go, JM. You've done it again. So many beautiful items just fell into my basket.
Yeah,
oh, Karen, I do apologise. I do apologise. It's not like that's what we're here for. Not here to tempt you in any way, shape or form whatsoever, but when there's lots of shiny and sparkly things like this, you've just got to have them, haven't you? I'm going to have a pack of those. I have no idea what to do with them. And I want some. 37 chances left. Lots of people multi-buying on this one at $5.95. It's 100 metres of 0.4 antique bronze.
So the 0.4 is a brilliant wire for actually weaving, and in the second kit I used a lot of the 0.4 to make, do a bit of wire macrame and things, so really good gauge, really useful.
Yes, because actually it's because it's not that much further up than from a 0.25, is it?
Yeah.
You can actually wire wrap like crazy if you want to create some vintage looks around maybe a 0.6 or a 0.8.
Yeah.
Couldn't you?
Yeah.
Blimey, I'd said that like I knew what I was talking about, and Deb said yes as well.
Yeah.
Tell you what, proud moment. Another badge. Should be another badge there, I think. Another proud moment. Quickly, because these are almost gone. I'm going to do for you 100 metres of 0.6 wild blue in just a second as well for you. Last 22. Can I leave those with you to pop into your baskets just because I'm running out of time in this hour? So just carry on buying that. There's about another 20 of those. The Botswana agate, don't worry about that. We'll do that at the start of 8 o'clock. So we'll do it after the break. So I'll tell you all the details of that. I know a lot of people are asking, but I'll do that in a wee while. But just a quick buy for you so Karen in Bristol, you might have to shut your eyes now. Or there's another naughty buy going into your basket. 100 metres of 0.6 blue copper wire. Could be very, very seasonal, but I'm thinking also you could add it as a little metallic feature even into something like macrame bracelets or paracord or something like that. If you want to just sneak in a little, you know, sometimes you buy a bracelet or even a piece of clothing and it has like a little silver or gold thread sort of woven through it. If you wanted to add some of those heavyweight bracelets, you know, your paracord or your even, you know, shibori pieces and things like that, and you wanted just a little streak of metallic in there, this is the one to get. Price tag then, please. $12.95. That is phenomenal. I didn't think it was $12.95. I looked at that price and thought, okay, well, I'll say it, but I don't think that's it. I don't think that's more like it. Under £10. Well done. Well done. $9.95, and it is 100 metres. Usually, remember, when you have a 0.6 gauge in your kit, it's usually a 10 metre length as well, isn't it?
Yes.
So here we go 10 times that 10. Oh dear, too many numbers. You know what I mean though? 10 times the average amount of 0.6 that you would have in the average kit. Did that help? Probably not. Probably. You know what I meant though, don't you? Remember I think the antique bronze is still available as well. Just a few of those left as well. So you'll find those on the web.
Together.
Yeah, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Because actually you've got two very, very jazzy colours, and actually that gives you, when you've got colours like this, and if you've got the pack, the multicoloured packs as well of the 0.4 or the 0.5, then actually you see how the character, if you stand antique bronze on its own, then you think antique, vintage, you know, sort of retro pieces, don't you? That's what your mind takes you to. Then you set it next to a reel like that and you kind of think, oh, edgy, I could do a lot more with that. And then you set it next to these multicoloured 0.4 or 0.5s and you think, yeah. Okay, so we're just going to put the details on. Sorry, there's so many details flying in, flying out. It's a good job if you're on the web. Or actually, if you don't want to do it via the web, you can just call and say, do you know what, I'm watching those graphics fly in, fly out, fly, and I just want a bit of this and a bit of this and a bit of that. Just call us, 0800 644 655. Sometimes that might be a bit easier than graphics flying around for you. But if you're doing it on the web, it's brilliant. It's almost like playing Pac-Man. Just, you know, grab that, and I'll grab that, grab that. Other games are available. So this is 100 meters of antique bronze copper wire, 0.4 millimeter. Again, if you usually get your antique bronze in a 0.4 in a kit, it's probably going to be 10 meters on average, a 10 meter reel in a kit. Usually, if you're getting 100 meter reels, it's in the 0.25, which is amazing. So be quick, be quick. And on the bottom of the screen, we have got the 0.4 gauge multi-pack of those multicolored copper wires as well. So 12 times 4.6 meters of that metallic silver-plated copper wire in those 12 different colours. Remember, that's 4.6 metres times 12, which is, ooh, lots. It's just too stressful to try and work out how much that is right now because it's nearly time for the break. And when we come back from the break, we have got your Botswana agate. Let me look down to my list. We've got a must-have coming up at 8:30, which we haven't even seen yet. Yes, we have once. We've got our metre of sterling silver chain with pearls, and something we haven't seen for ages and donkeys and yonkeys years. We've got a strand of neon apatite coming your way, all after the break. Oh, Deb, you've got 3 minutes to have a little snog with Elton then, haven't you?
Oh, nice.
Look at that. Even he looks happy at that prospect, doesn't he? We'll try and get him to smile in the next hour. We'll see you back here in 3 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
We're very excited to be launching the talented wirework extraordinaire Rachel Norris's first book entitled Mastering Wirework Jewellery. Rachel presents 15 beautiful wirework jewellery projects, with each design having detailed step-by-step instructions and photographs, plus templates and material lists. This book will really take your wirework to the next level. So make sure you join us on Saturday the 17th for the exclusive UK launch on Jewellery Maker.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/GetStartedWithJM, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration, and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
It couldn't be easier to buy from Jewellery Maker, with all the information you need right there on screen. From the item code and the product description, right down to the price. And whether you're buying at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So what are you waiting for? Simply telephone our free phone number or join us at JewelleryMaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
Bang, ding, ding, ding. Oh, just a quick reminder, and I'm so sorry because last night I forgot to mention when we got to the 8 o'clock hour, my bad. I'm so sorry I'm not worthy. Remember yesterday our deal of the day was the big ambers that had long since gone in the morning show, so we didn't get to do the deal of the day yesterday. I'm afraid it's the same today as well. All of the blue diamond strands are the deal of the day today, which I was really looking forward to. I saw the sneaky peek this morning on Facebook and thought, oh, blue diamond's nice, but I'm afraid all sold out in the mid-show. All sold out in the mid-show, so we're not going to see the deal of the day tonight. But don't worry, we've got plenty. We've got plenty at its place. I wonder what you had in your hand then, Leah. What's that? She's eating something. You know when you see something out the corner of your eye and you think, what are you eating? It's a strawberry, that's all. Just looked odd from where I was looking. Anyway, let's do your star buy. And it's Botswana agate. My word, you lucky people.
The polish on that is fantastic.
It is delish, isn't it?
Yes.
I love it. Oh, beautiful. I love them. 16 by 12. Now we're calling these ovals. Now, one, I'm hoping I've got the right strand, because we have two different strands. Is this the one, yeah? Right, these, the only thing is though, I'm going to beg to differ on the shape. Because
Yes,
I would
oval.
say, okay, yeah, fine, we have got the right strand, but it's the shape, it's the name of the shape. No, I think this is actually more, because there are almost 4 points to this. This is more marquise than it is oval.
I think so
yeah,
too.
I think we've mismarked these slightly, but hey, it doesn't matter. You know, potato. It is what it is. Fabulous colours. I mean, you look at, and again, before you cut a gemstone, you have to. How do I visually represent this? Right. Let me just. Sorry, I'm just going to pick something up, Mike, for a second. When you first cut a gemstone, you'll start off with. This is not a great example, but you'll maybe start off with a rough piece that's kind of that big. It wouldn't be flat like that. It'd probably be, you know, sort of bigger. I don't know how big the rough is for Botswana agate, so this is purely for demonstration purpose alone. And you have to look at that stone and decide the best way to cut it. And then you do what's called preforming. So rather than having your big sort of breeze block size rough, you think, right, okay, well, if I cut that corner in there, it'll be slightly more manageable to start working with. And then you'll draw the marquise shape onto that piece. But you have to do that with lots of consideration, because you have to consider, first of all, the cleavage of a gemstone. It's a bit difficult to explain, and I'm sure you know it inside out if you know your gemstones, but the cleavage of a gemstone is almost like pages of a book. So you know you can only open a book from left to right. Well, there are certain gemstones you can only cut in a certain way, because if you've got a big, and I did this recently, bought a great big roasting joint of beef for like 6 people, and it turns out I carved it completely the wrong way. And that made the beef. I went against the grain, and that made the everyone was just like
chewy,
chewing. Simply because I didn't know. Who knew? It's the same with gemstones. You can only cut them in certain ways, and that's called the cleavage. It's nothing naughty. It's just the name given to the way the structure of a stone is. So it's really, with so many different considerations, but agate is, and especially this Botswana agate, I mean, undoubtedly, I think I'm pretty much safe to say, but I'll say in my personal opinion, the finest and most desired variety of agate on this planet. I think without a doubt. And you know me, I never over egg the pudding, because it really annoys me when people do that, because I kind of think, you know, things are what they are. You just love this because of its visual beauty. So I don't need to tell you it's the biggest, the tallest, the strongest, the this, that and the other, unless I truly believe it right here. And this variety of agate is the most desired, I think, pretty much anywhere on this planet. Deb, do you agree? Or you don't have to agree, by the way.
No,
but
I do. I think I just love the colours and the texture, if you like, the lines and the patterns that you've got with it. It's really graphic and strong looking.
It's delicious.
But it's really feminine and sophisticated, and it's like a cashmere jumper.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. It is. It is like the creme de la creme, because as a gemstone family, let me tell you, and I'm sure you know this anyway, but agate is quite widely available. So you'll quite often see agate rounds in blue, green, yellow, white with pink spots. You know, it comes in every single colour, and you can, any colour it doesn't come in, you can dye it that colour and away you go. It is quite abundant. But when it comes to Botswana agate, one, there's a huge premium compared to almost any other variety of agate that there is. And secondly, all of these wonderful colours are completely and utterly natural. It is cut, it is polished, it is packaged. It's as simple as that. There's nothing else done to this. There's no treatments guy listed in this at all, is there? Other than polishing. It's cut, it's polished, it's stranded, it's yours. Not a single treatment. No oiling, no heating, no freezing, no painting, no dyeing, no electroplating, no nothing. Au naturel. Let's see how many pieces there are. No oils. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 18. 18 on my strand here. Can I just draw your attention to this one? I love a dove grey.
Yeah.
I love a dove grey. And that one, it has some banding on the other side, has a little dab of burnt caramel on the other side, but look at that dove grey. How beautiful. Wow. If you've never worked with this stone before, take advantage of this price tag. It's amazing as it is at $15.95. It's phenomenal. It really is. And it's a gemstone. It will be another one of those, I think, you know, one day down the line where we suddenly stop seeing it, because it is premium in the agate family of gemstones. Botswana is the premium location for agate like this, which is banded and has so many delicious colours. I would urge you, in fact, I have got people who are multi-buying on this one. And all but one of my buyers here, there's only one person who hasn't immediately checked it out, because this is a strand you do not want to leave to chance at all. Lots and lots of people. Remember, and I know you're told this day in, day out, ad infinitum, but you can check out and 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 check out as many times as you like up until midnight. You see down there, and I don't know why it's so small print actually, we should really shout about that. $2.95 postage all day long. So from midnight tonight until 11:59 and 59 seconds, so every calendar day, your whole day's worth of filling your basket with this, that and the other, you do it all in one day for $2.95 postage. It's ridiculous. Can I just show you something? I've just got to show you something, because I can't have it just sitting in the corner of my eye any longer without you having seen it. And this was one of Deb's magpie strands today.
Yep.
She saw this and went, "Oh, I like amethyst diamond shapes." Coming up. In fact, I'm going to open it up to pre-order right now if you want to buy it. TZP 021. TZP 021 if you want to do that. And when are we doing Neon Appetite?
And the neon apatite and that amethyst will look incredible together.
Do you know what though, Deb?
Yeah.
Have a word with Elton, will you? Because we're being made to wait until the end of the hour. The end of the hour. Although you can pre-order now if you want to. The code on that one is JHRU92. JHRU92. I think. I'm reading Guy's writing here.
Dr. Guy.
Dr. Guy, yeah. Part-time surgeon. Not known for their handwriting. Oh. 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 And in the next hour, we are going to have a mystery box as well. In the meantime, come on then, let's do something else. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. You know that we've had a bit of an amber fest going on recently, especially over the birthday week, but I've never seen a charm with a lobster claw on it here, and it's a little amber present. It's a little amber gift box, and it's on a lobster claw clasp, so you can put this onto anything you like straight away, ready to wear. We don't have many of these.
The necklace, silver necklace you had earlier with the slider.
Yes.
That would be perfect.
Yes, it would be perfect for that actually, because the gauge of that is absolutely brilliant. But if you want to add this straight to your charm bracelet, you know the charm shops that you know, some of them have a little barrier outside. They kind of only let a few people in at a certain time. Wonder what their price for something like this might be. Not doing them down in any way, but I just wonder once you've waited in the queue. You know when you've waited and waited and waited to get in through the door, and then you're greeted with, you know, price of £50. Oh, we've got a mystery box.
Oh, that's got writing on it.
Has it?
No, on the charm.
Has it?
Yeah. What was the writing? On the
oh, you're
close-up.
right. What does it say?
I don't know. I couldn't read it. It was spinning around.
Let's have a little. Let's see if we can have a little look, Amelia. What does that say there? We're going to put the extender. Extender coming in. Oh, surprise! Oh, how cute!
Nice.
How nice is that? Surprise, surprise! How good is that? Very good. That's back on now, isn't it? In fact, it's about to be back on again. Oh no, it's blind date, isn't it? The next one, the next Scylla one, because surprise, surprise is already on, isn't it? With Holly Willoughby.
Oh, did she do it?
Paul O'Grady's going to be doing blind date again. Which one? Sorry. Box number 5. Yum, 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 yum. Oh. Do you remember that advert that used to go meow, 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 meow. Oh, it was for cat food, wasn't it?
I like chicken, I like liver.
I think Amelia remembers that one as well. Lovely harmonies there. Thank you very much. Oh, was that an Austin Powers song? Oh, okay. But there used to be an advert. You won't be old enough to remember, Amelia. It was back when we were all young.
Yeah, 80s or something.
Do you remember that? Dearie me. For Mash Get Smashed. Do you remember all of that as well?
That was classic.
With the tin, what were they called? Were they robots?
Robots.
Yeah, tin robots that looked like Metal
things.
Mickey. 2 colanders.
Oh, Mash Get Smashed.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. Really good. Classic.
Other dried mashed potato. You surely can't still buy that kind of thing, can you?
I think you can.
Can you?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm sure you can.
Dried
Dehydrated
mashed
mashed
potato.
potato. It's good
So
if you're
easy.
mountain climbing or something.
So easy to do, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we used to take it on the Scouts, or we used to do bivouacking and other such miserable encounters, being freezing cold and soaking wet in a wood.
Oh,
No
nice.
thanks. In a tent made of bracken. No thanks. A bivouac, Mike. So you basically had a plastic bag. You made like a little tent-like thing against a tree with lots of bracken and a layer of plastic sheeting, and if that didn't work, well, tough, you had to still rough it for the night. That's the Scouts that prepared me for life.
Scarred you for life.
Yeah. Well, a lot of use it is now, being, you know, in TV studios, isn't it?
You never know. Might come in handy one day.
It's like my geography lessons. The only thing that stuck was topography. Do you know what topography is, Deb?
Isn't it like study of the land?
Yes.
Like
It's the texture of the land, isn't it?
Yeah.
The highs and the lows.
Yes,
Oh yeah, I know about
yes.
tectonic plates and stuff like that. Yeah, but that was a lot of geography lessons to come out with just that. Do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes, my geography teacher in Kent would be proud now to know that he had that influence from the beginning. That, you know.
Yeah.
Eventually I showed some promise and some understanding of geology and topography and gemstones and minerals and such like. Marvellous, proud moment for him. 120 carats of green amethyst, anyone? £8.45. It's an odd price, that, as well, isn't it? I mean, that shows that we've squeezed every single penny out. In fact, Guy has broken the JM law again tonight.
Oh dear.
Yesterday we had a price which was something and 50. Well, they're only ever meant to be 95, you know. I don't mind, Guy. You can go ahead and do it as many times as you like. I think if you can squeeze a few more pennies and tuppences out of it, then you should do. I honestly, and Mike, I'm going to pick you up now as well, because look, you are tempting everyone with this neon apatite strand. They're just keeping it on the screen non-stop, tantalising us. You can pre-order it, by the way. JHRU92. How much or little is it, Guy? Oh, come on. I'm going to have a look for myself and give us a clue. It's going to be, fingers crossed, we might be able to get it under £20. I may have spoken out of turn there. I don't know. I don't know. Which are we doing now? Can we do number 2, Guy? Can we? Just because it's really cute. And actually, I haven't seen a lot of this gemstone around for the last few days. And I've been here an awful lot this week. What's in there then? What's in there then?
Have a look. Did you look?
I think that spoils the... that's the one game we are allowed to play. But I think I might spoil the game. I don't want to pop Guy's balloon.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all he's going to tell me is whatever is in there is under £10. Maybe it's my wages, because this is my last day this week. Maybe it's my brown envelope from Colin with 2 and 6 in it. Could be, couldn't it?
Yeah, could be. That would fit in a box that size.
Yeah, yeah, it would. Oh, look at that. 10 carats in a smooth round cab. Oh, that would go in you know, in your first kit necklace.
Ooh,
that would go in one of your rock pools, wouldn't it?
You could.
Yeah. It's gorgeous.
It is.
I love red tiger's eye. Yes, good. Actually, a couple of these as cufflinks. Let's have a little. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, now. Nice. Actually, I don't know if they might be a bit big for cufflinks. I'm just thinking they have to go through the doodah, don't they? Oh no, they don't have to go through the doodah for cufflinks, do they?
No, they need to not go through the doodah.
What on earth did you say that for, Deb? Honestly. And you're meant to be the expert. $8.95.
Yes.
Just get back to Elton. Elton's made you go all gooey, hasn't he, tonight?
He has, yeah. I've lost it completely.
$8.95. Are you going to as soon as you get home tonight? Are you going home tonight?
I am.
Yeah. So as soon as you get back, never mind about what else is going on in the world. First thing, pour yourself a nice glass of Advocar.
Do people still drink that?
I don't know. I've never had it. Just the sight of it makes me want to run a mile. And anyway, a glass of something. Put the gramophone on.
Yes.
And
wind it up.
And get Elton. Elton singing Daniel. You've got all the songs there to choose from. That neon appetite coming your way at the end of the hour. I just keep looking at it. Stop showing. Stop it, Mike. Stop it. Honestly. Sorry, which number, Guy? Box 6. Okay, who was it who texted us earlier and said, for heaven's sake, I was never going to buy anything this evening. I told myself strict instructions, given myself strict instructions not to spend any money tonight, not to order any strands whatsoever. It was Karen in Bristol, wasn't it? Karen, yes. I'm not going to purchase anything today, but there you go, JM. You've done it again. So many beautiful items just fell into my basket again. Naughty items, naughty basket. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Anyway, Karen, how about a nice, big, beautiful strand of irregular shapes this time. Black spinel is wonderful where you have the same shape on and on and on, but it's also fantastic to have irregular shapes. And these are big nuggets as well. 140 carats, they're going to be averaging 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, there are 14. So the average is around about 10 carats per piece. Guy.
Wow.
Guy's trying sabotage now. You know, because he works for them down the road. He's just covering with us. You know, because we're not the same company anymore. He's trying to sabotage. True. Espionage has arrived in the gallery. Someone call Colin immediately. No, $9.95
for a custom cut strand of black spinel.
Completely and utterly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where else could you buy black spinel like that?
Like that, yeah.
Even with us, it's a rarity, isn't it, to be able to buy sort of slightly irregular shapes. Sorry, Lee. I'm just going to move them down there just so you can see. Look at the differing nature of the shapes. Some are wonderful, almost geometric shapes. And the faceting follows that same kind of pattern of irregularity. But of course, you want lots and lots of facets on a black spinel because it's all about showing the gemstone off to its finest. I mean, look at, try and get my finger down there, this one. That's amazing.
They make brilliant rings, won't they? Just really nice.
That is gorgeous. $9.95. Who has theirs, guys, so far? Who's got theirs so far? Let's find out. Congratulations. Well done. Oh, mystery box is coming up. I'd love to tell you what was in there. I have no idea. No one's telling me. All I know is that... Hang on. Listen. Shh. Guy, we're listening. It's a cat collar.
It's trying to get out. It does sound like bells.
Cat collar. Fantastic. What are we doing now, Mike? Oh, now hang on. Just before we roll that... Oh, yes, I do know what it is. Yes, of course I do. I knew this show was planned meticulously for hours in advance. So it's now time for this. This is why I only get the call. I'm the one that's right at the back of the book. Do you know what I mean? I mean, they've bribed other presenters. They've said, double pay, day off in lieu, whatever you like, just please come in and do a show. We really don't want to call him again. For some reason, it's me. I know, and for a whole weekend next weekend as well. They don't know what they've let themselves in for. How about this? Oh, do you know what this reminds me of? You remember Madonna in her very, very early days?
Yes.
Did she have a pair of gloves that were sort of...
Lacy, white,
yes, lacy.
white lacy, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
I don't know why this put me in mind of that. Was it Material... No, not Material Girl. It was one of those in that kind of...
Virgin?
Era. Could have been. Mm. Oh, no, hang on. It was the money one, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Material Girl. Thank you. Sorry, I had to hum all the way through the verse there, and eventually trying to fast forward to the... Did I say that first? Did I? Oh, okay. I've told you. How many times have I told you all? There is one cell in there dying of loneliness. Okay, here we go. It's a metre of sterling silver, fabulous chain, with 5 to 6 millimetre round pearls every inch and a bit, I'm going to say. I'll actually, while you're looking at that bit, I'll measure a bit back here.
The chain, yeah.
It is, yeah, they're at 1 inch intervals, which means that there should be 99 pearls. So the same amount as Nena had red balloons.
Oh, that was a good song.
99 red. But I had that on a 7-inch single.
Did you?
Yeah, yeah.
Was it red?
Oh, now that's a question. Yeah, I think there may have. No, was there?
Hmm.
It was like a dark cover, and there was one red balloon in the sky. I think.
And was the vinyl red?
Oh no, because
No.
it was 7-inch. I probably got the cheap one. You know, from Our Price or Smith's with my pick and mix, Woolworths with a bit of pick and mix.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. 95 sterling silver. So that should be 99 white pearls there, shouldn't it? Not red balloons. Don't know how we started that. 99 white pearls on sterling silver chain. And that's yeah, absolutely. Should we make one of Deb's famous drop earrings here? Because you only need one length of the sterling silver. Oh, you could go a little bit more.
Go
You could
wild.
go a little bit more. Yeah, go wild. Right, let's
two.
see if I can do this. Hang on, I'll put the rest of it all in one hand, and then I'll try and hold up, you know, a length of 2 together. Okay, I've got 2 and an extra piece of sterling silver there.
So you could pop a drop on the bottom.
Yeah, so you could have a little drop there. Oh, look at that, got farmer's neck going on. That's attractive, isn't it? Very good.
Farmer's neck.
Yeah, when you get hairy neck, farmer's neck apparently it's called.
Is it?
Yeah, I've got Welsh descent
Who's
and
it
farmers
called?
in my family. Huh?
Who calls it farmer's neck?
Oh, I don't know.
I've never heard that before.
Oh, has anybody at home heard that expression before? Farmer's neck. That's where you have like a... Anyway. Do we get to open this now? Is there a sting for this? Oh, okay. Okay, well, this is very, very exciting because we've got a cat collar here that's under £10. Well, it sounds like a cat collar, doesn't it? Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry, the lid closed. We're going to have a listen to it. What could that be? Oh, I'm glad I didn't shake that too hard then. I actually didn't know what was in there at all. Yes, I'm being paid in silver beans this month.
A bit messy.
Oh, these are gorgeous. Now, elsewhere, previously, I have worked with a fabulous sterling silver designer whose work is known around the world by the name of Rachel Galley, and you may have heard of her famous lattice work in sterling silver, and she is fabulous. And she hand frets her sterling silver to create the lattice.
Does she?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. You need to go and have a look at her jewellery. She's beautiful.
Nice.
Anyway, no one shouldn't talk about her here, but she's just fabulous, and she's completely independent designer. But she specialises in lattice work. Now, the great thing about lattice work, and these are spacer beads, obviously oval spacer beads that you want to stock up on. But the great thing about lattice work is, seen from a reasonable distance, it looks like studded diamond. It gives you such a complete... Obviously, you're up close with the camera there. But imagine if you use these in an element of a bracelet, and you use them quite, generously. But you see from a reasonable distance, it's almost like that sparkling, and that's created by the lattice work in the sterling silver. Now, obviously, trying to do that by hand... Oh, and actually, these aren't necessarily latticed in an irregular way. It looks like they've been formed out of almost like a chain link.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like a chain mesh, and then they've been curved and brought together. They're gorgeous. Now, the one thing you can't see at the moment is the aperture of the beads, I know, so I'll pick this up. Pick this up. I'll pick this up. I've gone into my Italian accent, I do beg your pardon. Don't take any offence if you are Italian. I'm going to pick it up on my bead. And your aperture there has got to be a good mil or so, maybe even more. Yeah, it's going to be about a millimetre, isn't it, in the middle of that? They usually are these spacer beads, aren't they? They are delicious. Gorgeous as well, aren't they? Almost like little cocoons.
Yeah.
And you are getting... how many? 10. 10 for £6.95. That's very good, actually, considering they are sterling silver and considering that reasonable distance. you are getting that look of almost like a sparkling diamond kind of effect. It's amazing. Oh, sorry, Leah, if I hold them in the same place, sorry. Leah's going, well, which do you want me to focus on? The one on its own or the rest? Or the whole lot? Sorry. $6.95. What are you thinking, Deb?
I think they're really cute, actually. And because they've got so many holes in them, you can connect them up in different places. You wouldn't necessarily need to use the hole going through the centre. So you could...
Oh, yeah, of course.
You can have them sitting at different angles, which would be quite nice.
Yeah.
And they'd work really well if you're into your seed beading because of that. So it could almost be like a little junction point.
Yeah.
And you can come off at different... Yeah.
Which reminds me...
Yeah.
We have little seed bead size black spinel, a strand of those, in our second kit, which is called Madame Monochrome. Madame Monochrome.
Yes. I don't know what they were thinking when they came up with that in the office.
The wrong name to give us two as a combination together, isn't it? We have lots of fun with Madame Monochrome. That kit is on pre-order right now, so if you want to go and have a look at it, it is QRGC61. It is on pre-order right now. I don't know what the price tag will be yet. We will find out when we get to our second demonstration. So it is seed, beads and labradorite.
Yes.
Madame Monochrome. Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that when we get started. Yeah. We might rename it Mid.
Oh, we could.
Mid kit. We might rename it Madame Monochrome. Oh dear. $6.95. Well done, Lena. Well done, Joyce in Essex. Winifred Darling in Tyne and Weir. Linda in the West Midlands, Roslyn in the West Midlands, Viv in Essex. Hello, Viv. Nice to see you tonight. Collector in Yorkshire, Ingrid in Kent, Hazel in Kent as well. We're big in Kent tonight. We're big in Kent tonight. So if you want to stock up on these, you have 10 of them, remember, in your set. I like the old mystery box. If I put the mystery box over there, do you think somebody might put something in it for later?
Something else.
I'll just leave it over there and see.
A cupcake or something. Yeah.
It might fill itself up on its own.
It might.
Don't forget at the end of the hour, our tempting strand of neon apatite. Good name for that gemstone, hey? How tasty is that? Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, what are we doing next, mister? T-bar. T-bar. Lovely. We had some very popular strands last night that flew out of the door very, very quickly. 170 carats of fabulous kunzite. Now, this is all price dependent now. The price has to be absolutely spot on for these to be making their way into your baskets tonight. There are lots and lots of rounds. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, because we had a little bit of a problem with a strand last night. Do you remember? 160 strand that went to 60 something pounds, and we were like, hello? We'd just done one for $12.95 2 minutes before. $14.95. That is phenomenal. Big, big carat weight, 170 carats. And you've got lovely, soft sort of... This is a little bit blancmange in colour, isn't it? We've talked about that dessert whip that we used to have back in the day. Do you remember? Oh, back in the day, you couldn't wait to get home for tea. It's Angel Delight night. Very, very nice. Other whips are available. Dessert whips, come on. We've got kunzite beads here. It's a delicious gemstone though, isn't it? One of the most sought after gemstones as well, as you know. This is Chinese kunzite. Oh, that may have been where we bought the strand, I'm thinking. I'm not sure that kunzite is mined in China.
No, I've not heard of that before.
Anyway, so ignore China because I'm not sure that that's going to be entirely correct. But highly, highly desirable. Massively desirable. In fact, is this that same strand, Guy, I think? Is it? Is it a different one? Yeah, a different one. But we did have a problem with one yesterday that came up at the wrong price. Well done, Pip and Tina and Janetta and Rosie in Devon. Collector Joyce in Essex, Amanda in Kent, Gabby in Cambridgeshire. Good to have you with us tonight as well. Keep in touch. Oh, in fact, you could help me in my quest. You know, because she's softening, isn't she? Look, she's got
I only said I liked his necklace.
She's got a certain respect now for Elton. Now she's, you know, the very
now he's
best of.
watching me.
She's got the very best of. Can you tell me the Elton John song that Deb should listen to that she'll, you know, that will really do it? Will you tell me your favourite? Yeah, it's got to be one of the upbeat numbers, I think. I don't think it's going to work if it's, you know, it's not going to be Candle in the Wind. It's not going to be Daniel.
No.
Well, Daniel is on the very best of Elton John.
Is it?
It'll be one of the rocky ones. Any suggestions?
Or let me know which Metallica song Derek might like so that I can...
I've quite frankly never heard of them. I have to be honest. Well, vaguely. I have a friend, I think, who does either a tribute, is in a tribute band to them, or
Right.
is into that kind of stuff. So vaguely on the horizons of... The closest you'll ever get me is Meatloaf. I used to DJ in Morecambe. DJ, hey, years and years and years ago, in Morecambe.
I've DJ'd in New York.
Have you?
Yeah. Many years ago, but yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, up on the high heights DJing, that kind of stuff.
It
Where you're up
was
high?
actually up on a balcony, yeah, like looking over the dance floor.
Decks,
Yeah.
headphones.
Proper DJ stuff.
Are there
yeah.
pictures of this?
No.
Is there evidence of
No,
it?
there is no picture. You know what I'm like with pictures?
Yes, I do. Where is that DVD when we need it? So the closest one, yes, in Morecambe, when I DJ'd in Morecambe, blimey, well, that's put my DJing right in the shade, isn't it? I DJ'd at Blackpool Pleasure Beach
Oh, I've not done that.
and Morecambe.
Cool.
So the closest I've got to that is, and I mentioned this, I think, the other night, because it was the song that you played on the radio when you needed a long break, comfort break.
yeah.
Paradise by the Dashboard Lights
Yeah.
by Meatloaf. Only because that's beyond 10 minutes as well. So have you ever thought, I've got nothing to say, just play Paradise by the Dashboard Lights? Great, they loved it in Morecambe. That, and when I was working in Morecambe, sorry, should talk about Kunzite, really, shouldn't we? Yeah, when I worked in Morecambe, it was either the two songs they loved the most, and these are real chalk and cheese, is Paradise by the Dashboard Lights by Meatloaf,
Yep.
and the Ketchup song. You know the one, don't you?
Really? Yeah.
I'm not even going to go there with
No,
singing it,
don't.
because I've
Don't
heard
do
it so
it.
many times, it's like having razor blades pulled through your ears slowly and painfully. Yeah. Tell me it's appetite time. Yes, these over here. 2 lemon, 2 cognac and 2 green. No? Oh, you went completely silent then. I thought, hello, is he there? Right. These are the amber connectors that if you just use them end to end, they make a bracelet on their own. Completely and utterly. Let's have a little... Actually, I'll alternate them completely. Let's do them the right way around. Because if you lay them end to end... the one thing we must have in this studio is a little independent ruler. You know, so that when something like that's on the table, we can just... Oh, okay, Marcia in Nebraska, I'm still standing. Good one, Marcia, definitely. Don't you know that I'm still standing?
I don't recognise that. Is it a Metallica one?
So do. No. Sally... Oh, she also says Madman Across the Water. Are you talking about me, Sally? Oh, is that a Metallica song? Is that a Metallica song?
I'm going to bring a complete album in. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are we going to have a non-stop album swap going on?
We could do, yeah.
You promise me, though, that you're not going to melt it down and make a home
I
decor
won't.
piece with seed beads.
No, I won't.
I mean, there were pounds of investment went into your gift there.
Multiple pounds.
Multiple pounds. And as you know, it's a K-Tel album. You know?
Well.
Other things are available. Oh, hang on. Oh, yes, we have got the right details. So you've got 2 Baltic cognac amber. You've got 2 green amber, which is the rarest amber in terms of the Baltic. The rarest shade is this green, which is beautiful. And it's almost like sort of 2 in 1, really, isn't it? Because the silver has been made into a lovely sort of rope work bezel across the centre with the 2 connectors. And then you've got the most charming, beautiful lemon amber. So you've got 2 of each. So I'll put them into their pairs, actually, because that's probably more sensible.
Do you know that'd work really well because of the shape?
Yeah.
That'd work really well with the present that we had.
Oh, yes.
Because of the square.
Yes. I can't show you the present again, I'm afraid.
Putting it sort of as a necklace coming down towards the front
with
and
the
then the present
in the middle. I like it. So if you did get the little charm present, yeah, good one, actually. That does work beautifully. And it's nice to have the different varieties of colour because most people are only familiar with this colour, which is the cognac amber. Most people are not even aware that there are any other shades but this kind of sort of caramel colour or marmalade tone. Oh, that's good marmalade, that, isn't it?
It is.
That'd be like whiskey marmalade, that, wouldn't it? Beautiful. I love it. Got to have shreds, haven't you, in your marmalade? The bigger the better.
No.
Oh, really?
Shredless.
Are you shredless?
Although...
But then it's not marmalade, is it? It's just jam, isn't it?
I
Just
do
orange
pick it
jam.
out because I think it adds to the taste, but I don't like eating it, so I pick it out. My theory is I just throw it in the bin.
Oh, okay. You take the time to throw it in the bin. You can buy it in jars without bits in it. You know
no,
that,
I
don't
think
you?
it tastes better if it has the bits in.
Oh, right. So when it's maturing, so to speak, he says, thinking very laterally.
Yeah. So it's better with the bits.
Right,
and then you take
because
them
it has
out.
more flavour.
Yeah, I think so.
But you then take the time and trouble.
Yeah.
Have you got a pair of tweezers like
take
those?
them all out.
Special shred tweezers for the marmalade. Do you use one of your jewellery tools?
I should get shred tweezers for my marmalade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for that one job.
A tool I need.
Blimey. Rather a lot of time on your hands at the moment then, quite clearly.
Lime marmalade's nice.
No, so I wouldn't want the bits in lime, funnily enough. I don't know why.
Interesting.
Thin cut marmalade for me, but hubby prefers thick cut, says Debbie. Oh, you'd be no good with that though, would you? Thin cut, more pieces to pick out.
No, thin cut's better. I can cope with that a bit better than the thick cut stuff.
Okay then. Surely good. Meanwhile...
Yeah, it's a whole minefield is marmalade.
Meanwhile, back on Planet JM, time for this. There are some gemstones where you just don't have the words. This is my first neon apatite strand here. This is my first neon apatite strand at JM. Yum, 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 yum. I'll just curl that round just to show you the other pieces that are in the strandlet. That's it. That I could walk off right now. Now, okay, yeah, we still have got... Is there any more further location information in your information guide? Just generic Africa. Well, I am going to take a punt because there are very, very few locations in Africa for neon apatite. So I'm going to take a punt, and I can't hold this in my hand as an absolute fact. But my best guess for location here, and the best material comes from there. I don't really know of that many other deposits of it. Madagascar. Madagascar is the home of neon apatite. Okay, 45 carat. I'm just trying to do a price. 45 carats, 3x1s, 5x2s. I would think somewhere in the region of about 70, 80, 90 pounds for the strand. How many are there? Okay. Right. J. Oh yeah, you wrote it down, didn't you, in your doctor's writing earlier? JHRU 92. Oh, that's a 9, is it? Okay, good. Right. Very good. I think we need to get Guy a stamping kit for when he does his star buy schedules. Yeah. Yeah, you could, or maybe type it next time, yeah. That would be a good idea. 10.95. Listen, I'm going over to see Deb. I'm going to turn Elton around.
Where are you turning him to?
I'm just going to turn him around so you get the other image on the back of the album.
I feel like he's creeping up on me now.
Slightly more cash. He's in a bit of a beret at the piano on the other side. You won't like his necklace as much, but you know.
No, I can't see his necklace.
Nice
at all.
beret-looking cap thing. Oh, does that mean moving left? Excuse me while I move it. Sorry, Mike. I didn't realise that we were. Is that better? That all right for the framing? Yeah, good. Lovely, fabulous. Big fan now. She is. Have we got those big glasses from yesterday? Are they around?
Are you going to do an Elton impression?
No, you are.
I'm not. I've got too much hair.
You can put the glasses on at least, can't you? In tribute to your...
And they're pink. It's like, what? Could it get any worse?
You're such a pink girl, aren't you?
I am.
Go on then.
Ooh.
Sally in Nebraska now says Metallica. Enter Sandman.
Enter Sandman. That would be a good one. It's
right. How does that go?
Nice and heavy.
That's great. See, she is an Elton John fan after all. We've done it. We've cracked it. It's taken me over a week. I've done it. Right. Enter Sandman. How does that go?
I can't sing it. I can't sing.
Oh well, I have no idea then.
No.
Is it just a lot of noise?
Nothing else matters. Yeah. Now that's nice and sort of.
Oh, is this what?
That's a bit ballady.
Is it? Nothing Else Matters is
Yeah.
one for you, Derek, or Enter the Sandman, which we've had twice now as well. Think you have more chance of becoming a Metallica fan than converting Deb? Oh, I don't give up.
Absolutely, Claire.
I don't give up easily. I've got another chance next weekend as well. There might be another gift next weekend, Elton related.
Don't waste your money, Derek. Seriously.
Oh, it's not a waste at all. It's a joy. Elton John and Kiki D. It's shameful that you don't know Metallica.
It is really.
I know. Yeah, we are going to do that duet at some stage or another, aren't we?
Nothing Else Matters. You must have heard. I'm not singing it.
Nothing else. No, I don't think I have.
No, you sing
I have
it.
heard of Metallica. No, I have heard of Metallica. I'm only joking, but I don't know any of their music. And I used to work on the radio, but obviously radio stations that were for slightly more easy listening. Do you know what I mean? We were more England Dan and John Paul Coley than Metallica. You've never heard of them, have you?
No.
Really Like to See You Tonight. No, never heard of that. You've heard of what's that famous line dancing one? Let Your Love Flow. That one.
Oh yeah.
Bellamy Brothers.
Yeah.
You've heard of them, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. 10.95. Ooh. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you can, can't you? But I've got a metre of pearls stuck up in my star buy coming up later. That's because I was making earrings with them just a while ago. I've got some amethyst diamonds. Remember I showed you these briefly? In fact, they've been selling and flying out on pre-order already. This was Deb's magpie spot tonight.
I went straight for that.
Yeah, definitely. So well done on the neon apatite. I can't believe that not more people are in, but obviously it's one of those strange days for very obvious reasons. It's one of those odd days. People are coming and going and all sorts, but people are also looking for a complete escape from all of that kind of stuff. And of course, we're not talking about any of that kind of stuff today, which is great. Love it. 10.95. I mean, after 10 o'clock, I would stay with us and just watch the highlights of the morning show. I think it will be today's morning show that comes up at 10 o'clock. You know, I'd stick with that if I was you. Well done, Sally and Carol and Catherine and Sally in Nebraska has just popped that Neon Apatite strand into her basket as well. Well done, Sally, who's a Metallica fan as well. Right, time for these amethyst diamonds now. Now, there are an awful lot of them. An awful lot of them. I wondered actually whether this on first glance was dogtooth amethyst, but actually some of it's ametrine, as a lot of our amethyst strands tend to be actually. A lot of them have a little ametrine hint to them. So some of them are ametrine, some of them are multi-tonal, some of them are lighter, some of them are slightly more rhubarb in their tone. Rhubarb. That's what I've spoken for the last 3 hours so far, and there's another hour to come. You grow rhubarb in plant pots, don't you, apparently? Upside down plant pots, though. You keep it all in the dark, don't you?
You can force it,
Ooh,
yeah.
look at that. Look at that. Yeah, you grow it outside, but you grow it with a plant pot on its head, so it keeps it in the dark. Look at that. Yum, 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 yum.
They'd make lovely rings.
Mmm. They're drilled in just the right place as well. Let's have a quick count up on the strand as well, how many pieces we have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 19 times 2, so high 30s. High 30s in numbers of pieces, which is brilliant. I love the colours as well, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's really nice to have that much variety on one strand.
Check it out. Very nice indeed. TZPO21, these are 11mm top drilled.
That's a really long strand as well.
It's a massively long strand. And you've got the best part of 40 pieces to play with. Sorry, I keep saying play with, work with. But it's playing until you've made something, and then it's something, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't feel like work, does it really?
No.
So, yeah.
No, because you can just pick it up and put it down as you want to. It's a joy. You've got a fabulous achievement at the end of it. If you want to know, if you want some inspiration for any of these stones, you know, all you have to do is go back through either the JM Facebook page and have a look for a kit that you kind of think, oh yeah. And there's lots of pictures of all the makes that the designers make every single day with their kits, because there are 6 kits a day. Yeah, 6 kits a day here at JM, which is brilliant. So if you just go back through, or if you like the work of a particular designer, fantastic. $8.95. Hi, Amelia.
It's only my finger.
Ah, bless you. She's having a wander. She's having a wander. She's trying to stay awake, bless her. She's been up since the crack of dawn this morning.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock this morning. Oh, sorry. I was like, goldfish there. I was actually asking Director Mike to repeat something he just said. I was like, what? Yeah, no, I know. You don't have to shout. I did hear it. The pictures of, sorry, it hasn't got into the brain yet, Mike. It's going. The pictures of Deb's jewellery tonight will go onto the Facebook page pretty much as we come off air, which is great. Fabulous. Thank you. No, thank you, Mike, for repeating that as well. No, you were helpful. No, you were helpful. I promise you, you were. $8.95. Denise, well done. Martin in Cornwall, and Margaret in Cornwall as well. Congratulations, well done. Oh, yes. We also have available, as you know, because we showed this strand earlier, 170 carats of kunzite plain round. So we put the details on the bottom of the screen there for you. So LCPO 49 and a price tag of just $14.95, and it might just, you know, work really, really nicely. Maybe having a design where the diamonds come out from the kunzite, or you put them in between.
Flowers with that
With the diamonds?
combination. Yeah, with the diamonds. Be really
Oh, with the
quite
bead in the centre and then the
quirky, and
diamonds.
then, with the kunzite in the centre.
Lovely, nice flask there. It's very nice blue, isn't it? It's like that blue copper wire we had earlier. No, I genuinely, no, I wasn't.
No, I think
I wasn't
it's got
snitching on you.
It's got branding on there.
Has it?
So,
Right, okay.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
Hide it.
$14.95 if you like the kunzite strand then, or $8.95 if you like the amethyst top drilled strand. Right, what are we going to do after the break then? Well, after the break, we've got our second kit of the evening called, I feel this should have a French accent with it.
Yes.
Madame Monochrome.
Ooh la la.
Madame Monochrome is our kit coming up with fabulous spinel, amazing labradorite pieces as well. And they're really, really funky labradorite pieces. Let me see if I can pick one up without flinging it across the room. Gorgeous labradorite pieces, there they are. And some black spinel, some gorgeous pearl-coloured copper wire. We're going to have 10 metres of 1 mil and 10 metres of 0.4 and another 10 metres of 0.4. Oh, and there's a fourth reel there as well.
There is.
Oh, I couldn't see it, it's hiding. That is 10 metres of 0.8. So that's coming up in your kit after the break. And if you're wondering what that was, hiding around behind that, oh, JM Style magazine. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Does that get sent out to
It does, yeah.
when you're signed up at jewellerymaker.com?
Yeah, you get it through with your order.
Oh, gorgeous picture of Elle there on the front. Very, very good indeed. Are you in this, Deb, with that lovely picture?
I don't know.
I'll have a little look and peruse as we go for the break, and then we come back with Madame Monochrome.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/GetStartedWithJM, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration, and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Did you know, no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging. Select our standard delivery for just £2.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for £4.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our 30-day money-back guarantee.
You can watch us every day 8 AM till 10 PM on Sky, Virgin and Freesat, and every day from 8 AM till 1 PM on Freeview.
The Jewellery Maker phone is free from a UK landline, so call us today to place your order.
Here we are. It's myself, Derek Marks. It's Deb Rudge, and come on, step aside. It's Elton John as well. Can't wait to take that home, can you? Don't go breaking my heart on it.
Don't go breaking my heart.
Sorry, absolutely. Sorry seems to be the hardest word. Someone saved my life tonight. Mona Lisa's and Mad Hatter's Harmony, High Flying Bird. Oh, you'll like that one. And the one I told you about, the one he did with George Michael, Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. You'll like that. Put that on your gramophone when you get home tonight.
I can't wait. I'm going to drive home so carefully.
Yeah.
So that I don't damage the LP
don't damage.
or.
Yeah.
And then I'll look forward to it all the way up the M6.
I know. I can see the excitement in your face. Honestly, you hide it well. You hide it well. Right, kit number 2 tonight, Madame Monochrome. Tonight, we're not quite sure.
Don't know.
Not entirely sure how this came to be called Madame Monochrome, although I do kind of get it because it's pearl-coloured wire and it's black spinel. So those two together do make a nice monochrome, don't they? Oh, hang on. It's Madame, not Madame. That should have an E on it. That should have it should be Madame. Madam? I'll have you know, Madam. Madame Monochrome. Right, let's look through it. Oh dear, honestly.
I don't like being
poor old guy
Madam.
thought he was coming over here to produce, and really he's just coming over to referee, really, isn't he? That's all it is, just refereeing, isn't it? Just trying to keep some kind of semblance of control on this.
Yeah.
What do you want to look at first, Mike? Oh, did you? Gemstones. Should we do gemstones first? Let's do gemstones first. You get 60 carats of labradorite, double side drilled faceted ovals, 15 by 12 up to 20 by 15, and you get 5 of those. So we're guaranteeing the carat weight at 60 carats, and there are 5 pieces there for you. In fact, sorry, no, we are guaranteeing the carat weight and the sizes here. I do beg your pardon, because we have specified 5 pieces of double drilled ovals. Now to the black spinel. And this is coated black spinel, microfaceted rondelles, 2 by 1, and it's a 30cm strand. I did say to you earlier, I did think there was just that little hint of another shade of colour there, almost a slightly bluish to match the look, or sort of purplish or
I can't see
bluish.
it on this though.
Let's see, hold that one as well and see. It might just be in the studio, because when we were looking at them, you know, out the back in daylight, they had a slightly purplish bluish tinge to them. Yeah. Yeah. But you know everything looks different in here. Anyway, let's look at your wire bundle with this kit now then, shall we? It's our pearl-coloured copper wire. We've got 10 metres of 0.4, 10 metres of 0.8. Oh, hang on. It's 2 lots of 0.4, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, 2 10 metres of 0.4, 10 metres of 0.8, 10 metres of 1 millimetre pearl-coloured copper wire. Good, got it. So it's a 4 reel bundle, as you can see there. If we put all of the component parts together, we have calculated that the combined sum of the total mass is £33.20. But of course, the reason why we put these fabulous kits together is so that we can offer you an incredible value for money opportunity. And remember, we don't even factor into the price tag for your kit your free workshop. You know, because it's a free mini workshop that comes with it, that is, you know, it's preserved in aspic via the internet forever and ever and ever. There will be people looking back at that. You know, like we used to go to the library and open up the Encyclopedia Britannica or whatever it may be. There'll be people in many years from now just saying, do you remember?
As long as the internet doesn't go down.
That's true, as long as the internet doesn't collapse on itself.
Yeah.
But we don't need to worry about that just about. I think there's still space in the memory card at the moment. Yeah, I think there's enough to keep us going for a while.
Yeah.
But there you go. But you're on DVD forever and ever and ever, aren't you?
I am,
no one can take that away from you, can they?
Thank goodness.
You'll be there. One day in many generations, what they'll be doing is people will be sitting down in cinema-type buildings watching a DVD together of you making something
that,
wonderful.
That would be cool, as long as they're all sitting there with their jewellery making kits and all of their
That's
sort
the
of wire
future.
and stuff,
We've just predicted the future there. Anyway, £33.20 for all of that pearl-coloured copper wire and the seed bead, the microfaceted coated spinel, and that 60 carats of double-sided drilled labradorite, and you get 5 pieces. So £33.20. Let's see what we can do tonight to make that entire kit shrink in price tag. Now, Guy has said something that I can't repeat, but he said that because of the night that it is tonight, that we can't talk about, we're going especially low on this kit because, of course, we are completely and utterly going crazy on this one. £19.95. Take advantage of this right now. Add this to your basket straight away would be my advice, because £19.95 for just the pearl coloured copper wire bundle that you have here. Remember, you've got 10 metres of your 1mm, 10 metres of your 0.8 and 20 metres, so 2 10-metre reels of your 0.4 going on here. If it were just that alone at £19.95, that would be fantastic. So I think, personally, my own personal opinion, it's almost like you could consider that the spinel strand and the 5 fabulous cabochons of the oval, should I say, of the labradorite are coming along for free. Just coming along for the ride. And ordinarily, that would be a combined bundle of £33.70. So it's a big, big saving tonight. Can I urge you straight away? Who has it so far, Guy? There'll be people already, I know, putting it into their basket straight away. Karen in Suffolk, collector in North Yorkshire, Alexandra and Myra, good evening. Thanks for being with us tonight. You know, so many different places you could be. I'm so glad you chose us. Collector in Bedford, well done. Abiola, Linda, H in Kent, Jane in Greater Manchester, Caroline, Viv, Chris, Carolyn, Michelle, well done. There are so many more names coming in as well. We only have a limited number of these. I think it's less than 150 kits right the way across the board. So if you like these, then do be quick. Let's have a look at the wonders that Deb has created here. She's made a fantastic ring, which is lovely. Nice bracelet here as well. Very, very simple chain bracelet. And this is the spectacle. This is the grand piece. And you are going to show us tonight, aren't you, that section that we've just gone past there, which is delicious, which is a combination of the spinels in the centre and some wonderful, is there a bit of gizmoing going on there? Gizmo. Yeah. I don't think I've seen gizmoing in action, actually.
Have you?
So I am looking forward to this.
I'm not going to do it sort of properly. It's just... Yeah, it's my method because I think when you've got your microfaceted spinel, if you gizmo it like this, it looks like it's parve set. And
yes,
so
let me just put my hand under that.
It disappears on the...
we're not looking at the light. No, that's all right. No, it's fine. It's fine. I just want to show you against skin tone just how good that looks, and then you can properly see the depth and the definition on that piece. It's so stunning. And you're right, it looks like one big, beautiful, look at that. Gorgeous, isn't it? Like it. Right. Okay, where do we begin?
Right. So to start with, you need some of your 0.4 wire. And this is, actually, let me show you how much wire I've got left, because I've got loads. I've got 2 reels of wire that I haven't even touched.
Okay.
So the 0.8 I've not opened.
And one of the 0.4s.
And one of the 0.4s hasn't been used. So I've got a little bit left on this reel.
Yeah.
And that's the 1mm one. So there is loads of wire still to use, which is amazing. The amount of wire you get in this kit is brilliant. So
especially now it's under £20, but it is a bit of an unusual anomaly because it is far from a regular evening, as we all know, which is brilliant. So you know, why not? Because we can.
And it's a really nice kit, actually.
It is gorgeous.
Nice.
Love
and these connectors are new, aren't they?
Through drills, yes.
I saw them, I think it was on a morning show. Whoop, 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 whoop.
They're big drill holes as well, aren't they?
Yeah, you can get the 1mm wire through.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really nice, really nice. So what I did was I left my 0.4 on the reel.
Yeah.
And then just take your spinel off the thread and just pop them onto your 0.4. So they come off and go onto the wire quite easily. And then once you've threaded probably 3/4 of it onto your 0.4, the next step is to just take a length of, it's probably about 3/4 of a metre, probably around 30 inches, something like that. So just take the, actually, if I just grab a blackboard and pop it under, then you can see what I'm doing. So.
Perfect.
Okay. Because otherwise the wire disappears.
Yes, the 0.4 is a little bit difficult to see on that overhead. There we go, fix that.
So, you've got your 1mm and your 0.4. So you've got all of your spinel, or 3/4 of your strand, threaded onto your 0.4. And then all I did was start wrapping it by hand around the 1mm. Just push all those wraps together. So just keep going, and I probably did about 2 inches of wrapping.
See what Joanne said there.
It's not going to happen,
Oh,
Joanne.
yes, we can.
It's not going to happen. Don't worry. I might make it into a hat.
I think I'm going to make you phone me from your house with it playing in the background.
No.
I want to know that it at least once went onto the turntable. In fact, you have to take a picture for me of it on your turntable. That will do me, and then I promise. Then at least that will be victory enough.
Victory, victory. No. I don't know what it is about him. I just can't cope with it. Just can't cope with it. Right.
I know. I'm the same, Mike. Mike's saying I've never of anyone who's just so sure of their disdain.
I have actually got quite a wide sort of musical taste.
Yeah, but I'm trying to widen it further for you.
It's Elton John.
Clearly, I'm not working.
Elton John. No. I'd rather listen to Take That, I think, than Elton John.
Yeah, no, that's allowed.
Oh.
All right, I'll get you the. I'll get you a copy.
Rats.
I'll get you a copy of a song called Face to Face, which I told you about the other day, which is Gary Barlow and Elton John.
Oh!
Yeah, but you listen to the song and you'll like it, I bet.
Nah.
Is my next challenge.
Nah. Don't think so.
Not giving up yet.
No. So, yeah, we're on to the...
Yes.
Yeah,
Moving swiftly on.
Let's ignore Derek for a second. Before I start coming out in a cold sweat or something, the thought of listening to Elton John...
Is it making you go cold?
It is, yeah, it is. It's not good.
Bless you.
I can't do it. I've listened to some random bands in my time, but...
Random band. Only one of the biggest selling artists in the world. Hardly random band.
Some random old bloke. Right.
Ooh. Now, that's the personal opinion of Deb Rudge and not
It is,
that of
that's me
Immediate
saying
Media
that.
TV Limited. Just in case the lawyers are watching, you can send her the bill.
So, concentrate.
Yes,
right.
concentrate. Design.
This is where we've got all of our spinel. We've wrapped a couple of inches along there.
Yeah.
And then just by hand, I wrap around the 1mm. So I do it by hand because I don't like to do it on a gizmo or anything like that and then thread it on.
Is that because of the stones?
What I want to do is make sure that the stones aren't scrunched up too tight, because then they'll crack and break. Okay.
And they're fairly hardy spinel, aren't they?
Are.
But, you know, like any gemstone, eventually, you know, if you give it too much rough and tumble.
Yeah. It's the tension on the wire. If you pull it too tight, then you're obviously putting a lot of pressure on the stone.
Yeah.
Whereas if you wrap it by hand and just go round nice and gently, then you'll end up with a much nicer sort of wrap, because you can work out exactly how many of your beads you want and where you want them. So if we just pop a few more down, and then I need to...
So you're just going to gizmo a few more of
just
those.
wrap a few more around.
While Deb's doing that, I'll just tell you that there are so many names on this gadgety thing of mine of people who've taken this kit, and I'm not surprised at all. It's a ridiculous value kit. These are almost like the free elements with this kit, if you like. The microfaceted spinel rondelles and the labradorite. It's a massive wire bundle on this one, and it's all your pearl coloured wire. You've got 10 metres of 1mm, you've got 10 metres of 0.8, you've got 20 metres of your 0.4 there as well, which is a massive wire bundle. Congratulations. I never nag about baskets, you know that, but I can see I've got 2 columns on my gadget. One tells me everyone who's called and has already checked it out on the web, and I've got another column on the right hand side that says, okay, these are the people that have it in their basket, but it's yet to check out. And that list on the right, it's kind of bigger than I like it normally. So I'm not going to name names and you know, because I don't nag about these kind of things. Cause it is quite a large list at the moment. So if I could just, without nagging, sort of gently nudge you towards Jill at till number 6. She is ready. She's free.
Well, I sometimes put stuff in my basket and then I get distracted.
I know.
And then...
Well, and there are those people who also say, Derek, do you know what? I'll check it out when I'm ready, thank you. I don't need you pushing me, elbowing me into it. Thank you. I'll do it in my own good time, thank you. And I respect that completely. You know, I'm not pushing, I promise. But they tell me every now and again, you know, remind people. So there you go. I've said it now. I've said it. No more. I'm not saying it no more. That's it. I've said it.
It's done.
It's done. That subject is closed. Where were we? So we've gizmoed our spinel.
We've wrapped our spinel on.
Yeah.
And I'm just... It's a very odd shot, isn't it, on camera when I'm doing that, because you can't see. So keep wrapping. So
Sort of like watching a human windmill.
I'm just a machine, yeah. So again, you need to do about the same amount as you did on the other side. So
Very therapeutic.
It is.
This looks.
It is quite nice. I like doing this rather than trying to do it with a gizmo and get the right size coil to fit around a 1mm wire.
Now tell me, and you know that we always talk straight to you here at JM. There's no fluff, there's no waffle, there's no hyperbole. How's the because this is clearly another one of the coated wires. How does it coat? Because some of the coatings are more efficient than others, aren't they? Just by nature of the beast. How's this one?
It's actually quite tough. I'm not exactly. I'm fairly brutal, I suppose. I'm not very careful with my wire. Yeah. Because I am quite clumsy, and so I never use coated pliers. Yeah. And I've not scratched the...
So it's coping all right?
Yeah.
Good.
It stands up to me quite all right, so...
There you go. Enough said.
Tough.
Enough said.
You can, if you want to, though, which is quite cool, use a bit of fine wire wool and actually polish off the surface so you get down to the silver-plated one underneath, which is quite nice if you want... to highlight a texture or something like that.
Yeah, or create a multi-tonal look. Because if you can get all the way down to the either the silver or beyond that, would you get to the bare copper as well?
Yeah, you would.
So you could almost create, you know, a three-tone look, couldn't you? The slightly more matte of the pearl-coloured coating.
Yeah.
Then down to the silver, and then you can go one further to the copper, which would give you almost like a rose gold kind of, you know. We all know the colour of copper. Copper of colour. Copper of colour. We all know that. So many people with the kit in their basket. I've got some ideas for you just to one side while we just get ready to do the next piece of this. Some cabs that we could use with this kit if you wanted to. How about 3 big red tiger's eye oval cabs, which you could easily incorporate with this kit. They're beautiful. In fact, again, in true tiger's eye style, it's almost like a mahogany wood grain, but slightly more sort of, what's the tone? Because we say red tiger's eye, but it's not a true red as in, you know, it's not like a poppy red.
It is mahogany.
Yes.
It is like a mahogany wood.
Yeah.
Like a bronzy tone, maybe.
Yeah. Stunning, isn't it? So details on your screen for 3 big cabochons there, 10 carats each, 16 by 22, and we'll pop in an amazing price there for you. I'll have another kind of choice option for you in a second as well, which I'll show you, but we'll see some more of the demonstration. I don't like to interrupt too much. $9.95. $9.95 is pretty good actually, isn't it? So if you want to consider those, this one.
It's got a stripe right down the middle.
Yes,
it looks
it has.
like a little beetle.
Yeah. Doesn't it? Oh, a ladybird.
Yeah.
Ladybird with its wings closed. Yeah. Nice.
I like that one.
Lovely. Brilliant. Lovely. So I'll leave the details with you for a second, and I beg your pardon.
No, that's all right.
Terribly sorry to interrupt. Where were
It's all
we?
good.
Where were we? Because we're creating this centre pendant on the necklace that Deb has created here. This is the part that we're working on here, with the spinels gizmoed around the centre. Okay. Right.
So, I've now got my 1mm wire with everything attached onto it. And what I'm going to do then is hang on to a gizmo mandrel, that's the word.
Yes.
But I'm going to wrap it by hand again. So just taking it around. So what we've got is plain wire, then we come into the section that's got the 0.4 wrapped round it, and then into the section with the black spinel. So just wrap that around. Oh, I've not wrapped as much as I need, but never mind. That's just got one going round instead of 2. So then come out and make sure you've got the same number of wraps. So if you've got more, so we've got 1, 2, 4, 5 on this side, and I've only got 4 on that side.
Right.
So what you need to do is open it up, and then if you just come in and trim, so you can trim your 0.4 just like that and slip that little bit off. So now we've got the same number of wraps for the wrapped section, and then just wrap round again with the plain, so however many you want. Get rid of that bit.
Details of the kit, by the way, that we're looking at the moment is bottom of the screen in the tiniest letters you could possibly wish for. So you might want to take your Sherlock Holmes magnifying glasses all the way along it. But you can see it on the web. QRGC61, 1995.
So, right, so we've now got our coil with our, what looks like a pave set bead in the centre. Okay.
Ah, right, I see what we're doing now.
Yeah?
Yes.
So we've got that.
Yeah.
So try and get them a bit more even. That's, yeah, just take your time. And then another piece of 1mm wire through the centre and bend that around Just open up any of your coils, and then what we're going to do is pull these straight and take another piece of 0.4 and go over the top. So I've got little gizmo coils then coming out of here for about 1.5 cm, and then macrame up this section. So it's just plain macrame. So if I'll need to pop it on the macrame board. So okay.
Just a very, very quick reminder. This is, I have to say, in all of the time that I've been here, this is one of the kits that has sold so quickly, and the numbers are going down all of the time. I think we're looking at less than 100 chances. Okay, it was quite a well-stocked kit. Let me tell you, but it's less than 100 chances. There's your copper bundle here, so it's 10 metres of 1 mil pearl-coloured copper wire. You've got 10 metres of 0.8, 20 metres of 0.4. You've got your microfaceted spinel strand there, and you've got your 5 double-drilled labradorite stones there as well, which is superb. The constituent properties of that altogether worked out at £33.70, did we say? £33, yeah, £33.20, and we've taken it down to £19.95. So you can see why it's so busy, so busy. Well done, Ilva and Helen and Marilyn and Sharon and collectors here, there, and everywhere. Just make sure that obviously you snap it up while you can, because you know, just for even half the wire bundle, that seems good to me.
Yeah, that is really. I mean, it's daft, isn't it? Daft!
So we're doing something macrame now.
So, what I've done is I've pinned my little pendant section into the macrame board.
Oh, Tanya, well done. Look, Tanya's bought her kit with the last of her Wall of Fame winnings.
Cool. That's brilliant.
Yay! Result. So that's free to you then, madam. Lovely, fantastic.
That is really good.
Good work.
You'll enjoy it because it's a fab kit. I really like this wire because it's almost like a textile. The 0.4, it's almost like a textile feel to it as well. It's really soft.
Yes, it has got a very nice kind of almost like a sort of matte feel to it. Yes, it's lovely. Yeah. Hello, Anne. Lovely Anne in John O'Groats. She says, hiya, I've tuned in to avoid shh, you know what. I have no idea what you're talking about at all. Love your demo, Deb. You two are a good duo. We are the best.
Thanks, Anne.
We get to do all of this again. Well, obviously with different kits and different everything. Did you say next Saturday?
Next Saturday.
Yes, because
on a late show.
I'm back Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So all the way over next weekend, can't wait. Oh, here's Gabrielle. Hello, darling. How lovely to see Derek and Deb. I've had to record tonight's show as I was out on my silversmithing course. Ooh, what fun. Hope there's some goodies left for me. Oh, yes. Have a little look back. There might just be one or two. Can I just say to you, neon appetite, Gabrielle. Fingers crossed. Anyway, sorry. Macrame. Here we go.
So I've got, I don't know, what's that, 30 inches of 0.4. Popped it underneath the 1mm.
Okay.
And then I'm bringing the left side over, so it's a basic square knot. That's all I'm doing. Left side over the lazy strands, in effect. Then this side comes over the top of that one, underneath the loops, or underneath the lazy strand and through the loop. And then we need to imagine that I've got coils sitting on these here. So that's then covered with the 0.4 gizmo. So it just puts a little bit of texture in there and gives a bit more detail. So, okay, on the other side. And then what I did was take a couple of spinel and I popped one on that side and one on the other side. And these are really nice. I love doing this with macrame and microfaceted gemstones because you just get a little dot of colour or a little dot of a sparkle going on. And you've got all the texture and everything with the macrame, so it's It's just really nice. Makes fab earrings as well. This technique makes really nice earring. So that would be a good way to go as well. So another square knot. So if I just pop another 2 on and then show you how to finish off.
That really does behave itself, that 0.4 as well, doesn't it?
It's fantastic because it's got such a fluid such a fluid textile-y feel to it.
Yeah.
It just...
There it is.
Oh,
there he is.
Thanks.
I found him.
You found him. He was sitting on the 29. Waiting for the 29 bus. So...
Do you know, it's funny, isn't it? Do you ever find, you know, with years and years and years of just driving around and whatever, that every now and again you just think, oh, I really fancy getting on a bus? Just every now and again. I'm not saying, you know, like, let's go and do it. I'm just like, every now and again I think, oh, actually I used to love, you know, I used to get the bus to school and it was probably like half an hour drive.
Yeah, I don't like...
It was brilliant when it snowed because the bus just couldn't get there.
Yeah.
Yes, result.
I had to walk and we lived really close to the school, so there was no way I have got days off when it snowed.
That's no good.
No, no good at all.
I can remember as well, the bus always used to come dead on, bang on, regular as clockwork, pretty much every day, apart from the snowy ones, 5 to 8. And I lived just literally, like, down there from the bus stop. So there'd be those days where...
I need that.
I know I missed the bus today, sorry. I wandered out of my door at 4 minutes to 8 o'clock and went ever so slowly. Oh no, I missed that bus.
Why is it the person who lives closest to the school is always the last one to arrive?
It's one of those things, isn't it? Oh my crikey, look at all the names. It's gone crazy. I'm double screened here. Well done everyone, 1995. I know a lot of you. How many kits are actually remaining? Oh, right, okay. Right, now we're down to less than 50 of the kits now. So, again, you know, I don't want to say it, but you know what I'm thinking. Just to make sure. So, see, I didn't say it. 0800 644 655. You can order on the telephone lines as well. Quite a few people, I suspect maybe, you know, maybe going for their first kit tonight and thinking, actually, that's good. I mean, 0.4 is fantastic to work with. 0.8, I mean, you've not used the 0.8 in this project, have you? You've just used the 1 mil and the 0.4, haven't you? But you've got oodles and oodles and oodles to work with. And what on the neckline of your... Sorry, I'll bring that over there so you can kind of see what we're talking about here. Your neckline, what did you say you used for this?
It's the white beading thread. I've got it in my stash at home.
Okay.
So I use white beading thread and on the back...
Yeah, I'll just whiz that round for Leah.
That round, kumihimo ends. So just glue the strands into the kumihimo end.
Clever you. And it prompted me to ask the question: could we use instead of that? Could we use the 0.4 multi strands of the 0.4 or the 0.8 or something? Wouldn't have the same kind of texture to it. But you could create the same kind of thing.
You could gizmo the 0.8 and then feed it through that larger gizmo tube and have a gizmo going around the neckline instead.
So you get the texture.
Yeah.
That's a lot of wrapping.
It is, yeah, but if I was doing that, I wouldn't do it all by hand. I'd do it like with the little vice thingy. So. Do you
know, I don't know why. You know that event in the Olympics where they have a ribbon and they...
Oh, that, yeah.
That always looked rather... was like the idea of that.
Yeah, I like that
Wasn't
one.
really for boys, and
there's
the costumes looked a bit dodgy
as well,
with me.
Hoop? Yeah, a hoop.
A hoopy thing?
Floor exercise with a hoop and a ribbon.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway.
That wasn't just a dream, no?
It might have been.
That really happened?
Yeah, it might have been. I do have strange dreams, surprisingly. Right, so to finish off, when you've done enough of your macrame, so we've got a little section there. I've only put 2 on. I've already taken off one of the threads, so turn it over to the back, and you bring the wire over and just push it through from the back to the front. So through the actual macrame section itself. So when you pull it through from the back to the front, you can then trim it off on the front, and you don't see or feel that at all, it disappears. Okay, so that's the easiest and neatest way to actually finish off your wire and macrame. The other way you can do it is to take each tail, separate out your lazy strands and wrap the tails around these sections here. So that then gives you a bit more texture there. And then to finish off, all I did was trim those two sections away, wrap the two ends into a loop, kink it back, and then attach it with a jump ring onto the connector that goes through the labradorite. So if you wanted to make earrings, just pop a jump ring through and put it onto a shepherd hook, or or your pendant.
And you created a gorgeous pair of earrings, sort of variations on similar themes. They're gorgeous.
Bit glamorous, aren't they?
They are very gorgeous indeed. Lovely. Remember, you will see on our Facebook page at Jewellery Maker, you will see pictures of all the pieces that Deb has made here as well. And the great thing is with digital pictures is that you can zoom in. So seeing what you've seen in the demos, when she talks about coiling, when she talks about gizmoing and whatever, if it's not something that you are familiar with, you'll be able to go back and watch the demo. And even if it is a piece that you want to make that Deb hasn't demoed, you can zoom in on it and see what the technique was, where that's the brilliant thing. Sometimes people think, oh, actually, I couldn't quite see how she did or how she might have done that. But if you can take a digital image and you know what you're doing, and you don't need any specialist software to do this, and you can zoom in on one part of the picture from Facebook, then you can see absolutely how they do that. I love watching that program.
I love that too, yeah.
The most fascinating one was, what was it now? It'll come back to me, but I just love it. Okay, now we're less than 50 kits, obviously, price tag, hello. Yeah, that's the reason why. I'll run through the contents of the kit and then I must run back over there and we must see if we can get a few deals in before 10 o'clock. So, stone-wise, you've got your double-drilled labradorites plus your... Oh, I'm running away, but goodbye, I'll see you in a bit. And your micro-faceted... spin out. It's okay, Elton's there to keep you company.
Thank goodness.
No, what would you do without him? And your wire bundle in this one is 10 metres of 1mm pearl-coloured silver-plated copper wire. You've got 10 metres of your 0.8 and 20 metres of your 0.4. And I've memorised all of that for the last hour or so. Ooh, no wonder my head hurts. Right, what should we do now then, Guy? I've got the pick and mix of the box. Let's do number 7, because we had a good old discussion about number 7, didn't we, when we were prepping today? Because I said to Deb, right, okay, now is this for when you are beading things and you just want the thread to be pretty much, you know, invisible and out of the way? And she said, well, sort of, but no. And, you know, it was a lucky guess from me. But we use this gold silk spool, this 0.1mm, for something quite different, quite a lot with pearls, you mentioned.
For your pearl knotting especially.
Okay.
So you'd use that if you've got any champagne coloured pearls or any of the natural ones with the
goldy tones.
Softer golder tones. So that's for then knotting in between. So you'd take multiple lengths of it, condition it with a beeswax, and then you can knot in between.
Oh, is that what you do?
Yeah.
Why the beeswax? What does that do?
It makes it easier to handle because...
less slippery fish.
Yeah. Basically.
Okay, I get it. 180 metres, which is pretty good, isn't it? And I quite fancy you will use that also, dare I say, as a cotton substitute for other things as well. Do you know when you might use a cotton thread? I quite fancy that a silk thread might be quite strong as well.
I've used it in places when I've been doing shibori ribbon, because that's silk.
Yeah.
I quite like to use a silk.
Yeah.
To
so
stitch
it doesn't stand out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also it keeps it 100% silk there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
With the stitched element.
Oh, now hang on, Guy.
£4.95.
Oh, Guy. Oh, Guy. Wasn't this meant to be £8.95? I honestly, I can't. I'm not allowed. Totally not allowed to show you my schedule here. I used to at the old place, I know, but I've totally got this down because I remember us looking at it, and I remember saying to you, Deb, "Is £8.95 a good price for this?" And you said, "Yeah, there or thereabouts, not bad at all." £4.95.
£4.95 is a good price for it.
Well, and it's going to take you a heck of a time to get through 180 metres, isn't it? Good Lord. 0.1 millimetre, pure, beautiful silk.
It's a gorgeous colour, that,
It is nice, isn't it? It's wonderful. I mean, you know, quite apart from your jewellery making, you'd kind of want it in your kit, wouldn't you, somewhere or another?
Well, if you do embroidery, it's a really nice thread to use for embroidery work as well.
Beautiful. £4.95, collector in Cheshire, Jean in Worcestershire, Trevor. Excuse me, Helen, collector in Kent, Anne in Gloucestershire. Oh, I need the gripe water again, Deb. Not windy pops. It's all that talking, you see. Joe in Greater London. Congratulations, well done you as well. £4.95, that's a fantastic little buy, isn't it? Right, let's go for... now, this is good because we can, Deb and I can have a little conversation about these because we were looking at these earlier as well, weren't we? These are the... Oh, we can't do them. We can't do them. I'm afraid they've sold out. How have they sold out? Cheeky. Cheeky, cheeky. The bead reamer. This is fantastic. Now, any giggling on this, and I'm sending whoever giggles out of the room, because naughty Laura Binding...
I heard Elton. He sniggered. He did.
He's too busy composing to snigger. He's not listening to a word we're saying. We have a bead reamer here. And this is amazing, actually. It's a very, very simple little tool. If you've got a drilled bead, and your 1 millimetre... Oh, for heaven's sake. And your 1 millimetre wire just won't quite get through the aperture, you use your bead reamer, you use it underwater. You have the bead and the tip underwater, not the whole thing.
You need a snorkel and
no,
face
not the whole
mask, everything. Flippers.
Yes.
In the bath.
Yes, you need a snorkeling lesson. No, you just hold the tip. You can see down at the bottom there, you've got these files which attach to the top. So it's a bit like a variant on an electric toothbrush, really, that kind of thing. So you pop the head onto the top there, and you will obviously put it on. It is battery operated, and then holding the tip and the bead underwater, but just the tip, you would just gently work that in and increase the aperture of your bead's drill hole. And that will allow you just, you know, because with the best will in the world, when our strands are sent out to you, they're sent on quite, you know, quite slim strands sometimes. And when you get them home and you think, I just really need to get that 0.8 through for some reason, you know, you really need, it's just right, and you can't quite get through it. You know, you need to be very, very careful with it, obviously. And there are certain gemstones that you wouldn't necessarily be plunging into water either, because they're just, you know, they just wouldn't take it. But there are a number of, you know, the tougher, the harder gemstones, the ones that are a bit further up the Mohs scale of hardness.
Well, you can't really do agates and things like that because they are too hard.
Yes.
Lapis and
yeah.
I mean, what was the one we had earlier that was?
Oh, the serpentine.
Yeah.
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 That would be fine. Obviously, emeralds and opals and things, you don't want to be doing it.
No, definitely not. £9.95. That's really, really handy. If you don't have one yet, you really, really should, because they are one of those things that you should definitely have. Right. Okay. I have. Oh, yes. Now, just for those people who loved the style of labradorite that was in Deb's kit tonight, but maybe for you the kit, you know, maybe you have those kind of ingredients already and you're thinking, oh, I quite like the idea of some of that labradorite. We have got a single double drilled labradorite stone, just one on its own. Amazing, amazing quality coming your way. That's beautiful. So that will be coming up, in one. To tease that for just several minutes. That is teasing. It's 12 minutes. 12 minutes. It's that night, 12 minutes till it all, you know. Yeah, 8 minutes for us. That'll give you a couple of minutes just to, you know, get a brew and sort yourself out, or switch everything off and just run a mile.
Go to bed.
Yeah. Put your fingers in your ears, put your earplugs in, and see what happens. Right, 230 carats. No, I'm sorry, I'm just... Mike thought I wanted something because I put my hand in the air like I was trying to get the teacher's attention. Hello, miss. No, I never bothered. Do you know, I still remember in my this is again showing my age, my primary school, I can still remember a flying board rubber.
Yes, we had those in my senior school.
This was primary school though. I mean, it missed.
Brutal.
It missed, so I was all right. But just the fact of seeing it fly past your ear.
They were heavy as
they
well,
were
weren't
big. And as dusty as whatever. It was a black uniform as well, you know, black blazer. Trying to get chalk out of a black blazer. Come on! Right, now this is Botswana agate. Again, remember we had the marquise earlier, and pretty much the most desired variety of agate there is in the world. Simple as that. Simple as that. This is a lovely strand actually, because again, if I flip over some of these, you can see slightly more of some of those lovely dove and pigeon grey. That's a lovely pigeon grey there, isn't it? Beautiful. I have a couple of little pigeons in the garden at the moment because I've got lots of bird feeders out. Boris and Doris, I call them, because they're only youngsters and they're always together.
Oh.
And I don't know if they're brother and sister or boyfriend and girlfriend or what. I don't know. I have no idea. But we call them Boris and Doris, just in case. They're quite cute, actually. They're quite tame as well. They're not,
Are they?
They're not worried. I've got quite a few little fledglings in the garden that you go out to do anything and they're just kind of like, hi. They don't run away. They don't fly away. It's lovely. It's like having... No, don't get that
like
close.
Snow White. And...
But they do... I feel some kind of attachment now.
Oh. If you become all paternal over them.
Yeah. Love my garden. I love my birds as well. They'll be missing me at the moment because I usually cut up apples and things and throw them out in the garden. So they'll be missing me this week.
Well, the ravens like those.
12 nights. Oh, we don't have ravens in Yorkshire. Oh, every now and again, actually, maybe. Every now and again. We got. Well, not in my garden anyway. We have a sparrowhawk that comes round. Ooh, that sets the cat amongst the pigeons. Let me tell you. £12.95 for your Botswana agate. Hello, Marie in Lanarkshire. How's Lanarkshire? Let's hope the weather's better tomorrow as well, hey? Because, you know, if nothing else, at least that will be something. At least we can, you know, at least we can get away from it all and enjoy some lovely sunshine. Are we all off tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, Leah's camping.
Where are you camping?
Oh, it'll be sunny there, Leah. It's got to be. Fingers crossed.
That's me, Mum.
Okay. It's time for this. Star by. It's a double drilled labradorite, just a single 25 carater this time. Just a single 25 character, character even, not character. It has got character.
It has.
And plenty of it. Beautiful. That doesn't need reaming, doesn't it? Beautiful drill hole there. You can see it all of the way through. Delicious. Right. 25 carats, straight the way down to... Oh, I thought I saw a price happening there. Sorry, I thought I saw arrows. Not yet. Oh, did I? Were you doing it in the background there? Oh. Are you withholding information, guy? Withholding important information. $8.95. That's brilliant. You know my giant labradorite, which is still in my bag in the dressing room. I must take it home. I'm taking it home tonight, and it can go back into the little display cabinet. A couple of people have asked me about that and where I got it and how much it was and everything else, and I can't remember any of those things. But it was, I think it was 50, 60, 70 pounds, something like that.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
But it's so difficult to find. So difficult to find. Great show tonight, says Karen in Bristol. Thank you for so many laughs. Catch you next time. Thank you, Karen, darling. We are back together on, well, you know, unless anyone in management has seen the show. Mind you, that's 4 in a week, Deb. If they haven't seen that, then,
I know, yeah.
You know,
they've been sleeping.
Then something's wrong. So we're back together on Saturday night. I'll be back on Friday night. I don't know what. Don't know when. Don't know when. Don't know what we'll be doing. Not sure who I'll be with. But on Saturday, what did you say the weekend was again, Deb?
Wirework sculpture.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So that'll be the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday and Sunday then,
It will,
I would imagine.
Yeah, I should think so, yeah.
Fabulous. Jolly good. Yes. Okay. Should we... yeah, why not? Let's recap your kit, my lovely. I haven't got it here. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. We don't need it here anymore, do we? Mike's got it in pictures. It's fine. That's all we need. Let's remind you of the kit tonight. QRGC61. Deb's second kit this evening. She proudly made this wonderful, wonderful necklace and lots of other bits and pieces as well. It had the micro-faceted, lovely black spinel, and the labradorite pieces, of course, 60 carats of. And in terms of wire, you had your 10 metres of Zul pearl coloured wire, 10 metres of 1 mil, 10 metres of 0.8, 20 metres of 0.4. All of that should have been in the region of £30 and something, I think it was. 33.20, wasn't it? Yeah, 33.20. And we managed to get it down to 19.95. Now, looking back at the screen, how many kits are left now, Guy? Wowzers. Right, so it is the last 25 kits. So I am now, honestly, I'm worried. I'm worried for those people who haven't checked out yet, but please do. How long did you say we had left, Mike? Oh, 30 seconds. 30 seconds? Well, enjoy Elton, won't you?
Oh, yes. I nearly forgot he was there.
Take a picture of it on the turntable, and I'll see you Saturday night next week at 6 o'clock. Thank you for looking after me as well. It's been great fun. I will be back next weekend, Friday, Saturday and Sunday on The Late Show, and with this one on Saturday night as well, which is going to be a lot of fun, as you know. Thank you so much for your company. Lots of love. Take care. Bye-bye.
You can watch us every day, 8 AM till 10 PM on Sky, Virgin and Freesat, and every day from 8 AM till 1 PM on Freeview.